welcome to another broadcast of Lumberjack Sports right here on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your home for Lumberjack Sports all season long. We want to take a moment to thank our Lumberjack Sports sponsors and hope that you will do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now let's take it to the field where Tim Parrish will have the pregame and the play-by-play. Go Lumberjack!
And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for some Lumberjack volleyball action here from St. Mary's. It is senior night for the Lumberjacks, and first we're going to start off with the JV game, just like we did in the last broadcast with Timberlake. The JV girls were at Grangeville on Saturday, and I heard that they lost to Grangeville, and the Lumberjacks come into tonight's matchup with a 6-2 record. This is the final game of the season for the JV girls. I'm trying to get my numbers correct down here for the girls, as I know that the other night they had some different jersey numbers because of senior night, or not senior night, because of the Pink Out the Gym night and breast cancer awareness. So tonight they have their regular jerseys back on. And I'm taking a look to see who is what number down here today. So give me just a second as I get things squared away as far as numbers are concerned. Right now down on the floor for the Lumberjacks, I see Abby Wilkes, Taylor Jansen, Brenna Elliott, Naomi Mueller, Danica Sloper, and Sammy Stint. And it will be Naomi Mueller starting with the first serve for the Lumberjacks. And she's going to have a service error on that first serve, so the point goes to the Maniacs, and they will serve. It'll be number 4, that is Zinner with the serve. Taking it out for the Lumberjacks, number 12. I will get that number for you. That is Zook. They get it over to the Maniac side. Maniacs play it back. Going to get a set, and attempting the kill there was number 14, Sammy Stint, but it's going to be a handling error there. That one goes into the net. So it's 2-0 in favor of the Maniacs. Zinner with the serve. Lumberjacks able to play it. Going to get a knockover from the back line by Zook. Maniacs play it back. And it was Zook that had the hit or the touch on it, and Wilkes could not quite get it played cleanly. It goes out of bounds. It's 3-0. Zinner serving for the Maniacs. Overhanded serve comes across. Zook with the play. Going to get a bump. Lumberjacks tap it over. That is Jansen. Now the Maniacs with their own attack, and it's going to go out the inline. The attack error on the Maniacs results in a point for St. Mary's. Abby Wilkes will be serving. 1-3. Sends it to the near antenna. Maniacs set it up. They tip it over on 2 hits. And Lumberjacks setting up an attack. It's over and in. And we're going to get the kill by Jansen for the Lumberjacks. 2-3. Wilkes will continue on the serve. Lumberjacks trailing. Serve is over into the middle of the back line. Maniacs get it back in to keep it in play. Bumps it over for the Maniacs is number 1, Josephine. Lumberjacks with an attack back the other way. Maniacs are able to play it. Far pin. Maniacs tip it over. Another set by St. Mary's. They attack. The Maniacs keep it up. They tip over by the Maniacs. And it's on the far pin or far antenna. It's number 15, Diffin, that gets the tip over. I'm going to call that a kill for Diffin. And a service error by Diffin on the next one. on her first serve. So it's 3 serving 4 as the serve comes back over to St. Mary's. Number 15 for the Lumberjacks comes in. That is Brebner. Lumberjacks with the serve. And the Maniacs can't quite get it back over in the 3 hits. There's a big try from Dippin from the middle of the back row, but it comes up short. It's 4 serving 4. And serving is number 6, I believe, for Lumberjacks, Jansen. And Jansen scores the ace on that serve. And the Lumberjack JV take a 1-point lead, 5 serving 4. Next serve is over. Picked up by the Maniacs. And that one comes up short of getting over the net. I think number 4 for the Maniacs Zinner thought it was going to go over, and it did not. It's another ace for Jansen. 6 serving 4. Maniacs receive it. Trying for the kill, getting a block by number 13, Sloper. And Lumberjacks playing fairly well now, right now. Sloper with that kill makes it 7-4 for the Lumberjacks. Maniacs setting up an attack. Nope, they bump it over on 2 hits. Lumberjacks will try the set. Going to get the tip over by number 14. That's Stint. Maniacs play it well, and they send it back over from Zinner. That one goes out of play. It's a ball handling error on the Maniacs, and I think we're going to get a timeout by the Maniacs. It is 8-4 in favor of the Lumberjacks here in the early parts of set number 1 for JV volleyball. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Don't miss out on life's unforgettable moments. You have adventures waiting and challenges to tackle. And now, P1FCU can help you anywhere life takes you. If you need to make a loan payment, a simple transfer, or even apply for a loan, P1FCU's video banking has you covered. It's real banking with real people. Download the app or visit P1FCU.org to get started. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Yeah, we are back. The quick timeout is 8 serving 4 in favor of the Lumberjacks JV squad. Serving for the Lumberjacks is Jansen. Sends it to the right side of that front line of the Maniacs. Maniacs send it back across. Sloper with the set. And the attempt at the kill by Brebner goes into the net, and it is an attacking error, essentially. And that ball will go over to the Maniacs. It'll be 5 serving 8. And it is number 11 serving. That is Cafferty. Lumberjack just in. I didn't see. I think that was a kill. I didn't see who was actually. Nope, they say. Yeah, Orfino thought it was their ball, but it is not. The back judge there said that ball was inbounds. The point goes to St. Mary's. Serving for the Jacks, number 14, Sammy Stint. 9 serving 5. And a receiving error on that one by number 1 for the Maniacs. That is Josephine. And Sammy Stint gets a ace on her first serve of the competition. Next serve by Stint. That one is hit back on one touch. A little bit too hard on that one. Maniacs able to keep it alive. Lumberjacks send it over now. St. Mary's setting up their own attack. That one is just in play. Once again, Naomi Mueller. I'm going to give her that last kill, too, because I think that might have been her, as that one was almost in that same location as Naomi Mueller with 2 kills in this one. 11 serving 5. Lumberjacks up pretty good over the Maniacs. Maniacs trying to answer back. And an attack error by number 9, Romero, as she misses the ball. She took a big swing at it, and it goes into the net. 12 serving 5. Sammy Stint still on the serve for the Lumberjacks. Middle of the service line, sends it across. Digging it out in the middle is Diffin. Diffin, a back row attack. Now a set from the Lumberjacks. Mueller with the attack, and Mueller with the kill. 13 serving 5. Sammy Stint serving from the middle of the back of the service line. Sends it into the middle of that Orfino back row. Maniacs bump it over. Going to get a receive by Stint. The set to Brebner, and Brebner with the kill for the Lumberjacks. It's 14 serving 5. Lumberjacks on a roll. Dent ready to send it over. Gets it just over the net, and just like in the previous broadcast I was talking about, that one clipped the top of the net, and that one really makes it hard to play because it just rolled over, and you don't know where it's going to land. Another ace for Brebner, or for Stint. Next one goes over. Maniacs. They get a couple of touches on it, but it doesn't go where they want it to go. It's going to be out of play, and it's a point for the Lumberjacks. 16 serving 5 now. Sammy Stint readies, sends it across. Going to get the hit, but the Maniacs can't track it down, and I'm going to go ahead and call that an ace for Sammy Stint. That is 3 aces for her. 17 serving 5. That one really close to tipping the net, but doesn't. Maniacs send it across. St. Mary's had the battle to get that one up in play. They do keep it in play. Now the Maniacs with their own attack, and I think we get a net violation on Orofino. The point goes to St. Mary's. I got a little bit better print off of signals from the officials, and that is over the net. Sammy Stint with the next serve. Maniacs tap it over, trying to catch Lumberjacks off guard. Now we got an attack from St. Mary's towards that back far corner. Maniacs receive it pretty good, but they try to make the attack of their own from the far corner up, from the far antenna, and it goes out of play. That was number 9, Romero, with that attack, but didn't come into play for it. Stint into the back row, and another ace for Sammy Stint. 20 serving 5. Timeout taken by the Maniacs. I think that is their last timeout of the set, and it is 20-5. St. Mary's up. JV St. Mary's Lumberjacks in set number 1. We'll be back.
And the crew at 10th Street Superstop invites you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Sammy Stint has already matched her number of aces that she had in the game against Timberlake. She had 4 aces in that game. She now has 4 aces in this one. And this is only the first set. That one spins across. Maniacs tip it over. Lumberjacks setting it up. Attack from the near pin. Big hit there by Brebner, but the Maniacs able to play it. St. Mary's taps it across, and I think we're getting a 4 hit from St. Mary's. No, actually, that is something on Orofino. The point goes to St. Mary's. 21 serving 5. Sammy Stint with the serve. Picked up by Diffin on the right side of the rear part of the court. Lumberjacks get the set. The attack picked up in the middle by the libero for the Maniacs. And Maniacs send it back across. That was Dela Cruz wearing the libero jersey for the Maniacs. Maniacs tip it across on 2. St. Mary's setting up an attack. It's Brebner. Again, Dela Cruz in the middle of that back row. The Maniacs get it played back across, but we get a double hit from Orofino. 22 serving 5. Lumberjacks up. Sammy Stint on the serve. Sends it across, and that one's misplayed by number 1, Josephson. And that is number 5 on the aces for Sammy Stint. Stint sends it across, picked up in the middle at about the 10-foot line. Orofino with a big hit, but it goes out of bounds. 24 serving 5. Set point, game point. I got to figure out which term is the correct one for that. Sammy Stint lines it up in the middle of the service line, sends it over. Diffin picks it up for the Maniacs. They set up an attack into the net, though, by Romero, and that'll finish up set number 1. JV Lumberjacks win at 25-5. We'll be back.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is asking for your help. The Booster Club continues to provide needed sports equipment for the St. Mary's High School sports program. But what they have planned next is big. The Booster Club is in the process of building a new sports complex on land next to the high school parking lot. This new sports complex will include a baseball field, softball field, and soccer field. The fields will be built according to professionally engineered plans and will be ADA compliant, so all Lumberjack fans can enjoy the games. The Booster Club thanks the community for their support throughout the years. With your support, Phase 1 will begin this summer. If you're interested in donating to the new sports complex project, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-568-0288 for details. Let's all come together and get this new complex built for the student body and the community.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our communities. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh, yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimneys, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca, great service, and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Some JV volleyball here to get the night started. We'll have varsity volleyball coming up after the JV matches. And it is senior night here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Lumberjacks hosting the Orofino Maniacs for the final regular season games. That one is served by the Maniacs. That is number 4. That's Zinner. Zook was able to play it up. Lumberjacks get it across. St. Mary's one touch back. Now the Maniacs one touch back. St. Mary's setting up an actual attack this time. And it was Lumberjacks Jansen trying to get the kill, but it goes into the top of the net. So the Maniacs get first point here in this set. And it is Zinner serving. 1 serving, nothing. Lumberjacks. And that one is going to be hit by Brenna Elliott, and it goes out of bounds. So the Maniacs up 2-0 over the Lumberjack JV. Zinner on the serve for the Maniacs. He's serving from the near side of the back of the service line. That one's going to be picked up by Zook in the middle. Hits back to Wilkes. Wilkes with the attack, and it's going to be played nicely by Orofino. St. Mary's is able to keep it in play after Orofino's attack. They tip it over from the middle of the row. That's Mueller. And the Maniacs right back across. St. Mary's. Wilkes bumps it across. Now Orofino with one touch. St. Mary's setting up an actual attack. It's going to be tried to tip it over by Mueller. She doesn't get it over. A block by Dippin. And it's still in play. And finally Mueller with the attack. It wasn't a really super strong attack, but Province wasn't quite close enough to the net to be able to block it. And Mueller's going to get credit for her 4th kill of the night. 1 serving, 2. Zook on the serve. Sends it to the middle where Romero picks it up for the Maniacs. Maniacs send it across on 3 hits. St. Mary setting up an attack near net. and that ball just barely makes it over by Jansen, and Maniacs can't quite play it cleanly, though. Jansen going to get credit for the kill. Zook with the serve, and that's just in, and that is Zook's first ace of the night for Lumberjacks JV. Already 8 aces for Lumberjack JV, and this is only set number 2. Lumberjacks lead now 3-2. Big kill by Diffin, and that's a nice one for the Maniacs as they get it in there. Only the second kill of the evening for Orofino JV. Diffin has both of those kills for the Maniacs. Diffin will go back to serve. 3-3, sends it over from the middle of the service line. St. Mary's picks it up, but hitting that out of bounds is Sloper on the second hit, and the point will go over to Orofino. It's 4-3, and Diffin will send it across. Playing it, that is just out of bounds. The Lumberjacks missed it, and luckily it went out of play, out of the end line. They couldn't get it across, and its point goes over to Lumberjacks. 5-4. Lumberjacks retake the lead. Wilkes with a serve. Diffin picks it up. Orofino with a set. They're trying to tap it over, and we're going to get a kill for Josephson for Orofino. And knots it back up 5 apiece. 5-5. The serve by Province. St. Mary's just barely gets it over the top of the net. It drops in that front line of the Lumberjack defense. They get it back over. Now Orofino. St. Mary's back on the attack, and that one is just barely in again. And that is Sammy Sint with her first kill of the set and the match. St. Mary's reclaims the lead, 6-5, and serving for St. Mary's is number 6, Jansen. Brebner checks in for St. Mary's. Serve by Jansen, and Diffin picks it up for the Maniacs. And we're going to get, I'm not sure if that was a block or a kill. I'm going to call it a block by Josephson. 6-6, and it will be number 1, Josephson, serving for Orofino. That one into the middle of that Lumberjack defense, and it was Wilkes that hits it, and it went up and it hit the backboard for the basketball hoop that's up top, and that really threw off them being able to track it down. It's going to be an ace for Josephson, and another ace for Josephson as that one was on that far sideline trying to dig it out for the Lumberjacks was Thomas. She just couldn't get it back up in the air. 8-6. Orofino takes the 2-point lead. Brebner receives that one. Set up by Zook. Brebner sends it across on a nice kill, but the Maniacs able to answer it. And they tried to send it across, but Stint and Sloper on the block assist between the two of them. 7-8 now as Sammy Stint with the serve. It goes to Zinner. Zinner is also going to be the one with the attack, and that stays just in play. Zinner with the kill. A little bit of a different look from Orofino in the second set as it's nip and tuck as they lost the first one 25-5. They lead 9-7. The serve coming from Orofino. That's Romero. St. Mary's sends it across on 2. And there's a violation on St. Mary's. I'm not sure what the violation was. I don't know what it is, but it is going to be a point Fino. I don't think it was a double hit. Romero on the serve. St. Mary sets it up, bumps it across. Romero picks it up. They tap it across on an attack. St. Mary sends it back. And you get a set. Zook bumps it up. Brebner with an attack into the front line of the Orofino Maniacs. They're able to pick it up, but then we get a double hit by Orofino. Point to St. Mary's. It is going to be 8 serving 10. Sloper serving for St. Mary's. Sends it across. Diffin picks it up. And a little bit too much on that hit. And it's going to be Brebner getting it. No, Brebner actually had a violation. I think she was over the net. So the point went to Orofino. It's 11 serving 8. And that is fitting because it is number 11, Cafferty, serving for Orofino. She sends it across. Lumberjack setting up their attack. Wilkes with the attack near Antana. Orofino picks it up. They send it across on 3 hit. They couldn't set up a powerful attack. Instead, they get an assist from Sloper over to Wilkes. Wilkes with the kill for the Lumberjacks. Not keeping track of assists in my stats necessarily, so there's a lot of stats you can keep track of. I'm just learning the volleyball lingo and terms and games, so starting out kind of easy here. That'll be number 9 for the Lumberjacks, Elliott with a serve. Maniac sending it across on 2 hits. Sloper with the set. Nice block by number 13. Lumberjacks able to keep it in play. St. Mary's trying their own attack, and it's going to be misplayed by Sloper into the net and goes over to Orofino. 12. Is Zinner. Zinner to the middle. St. Mary's picks up, sends it across on 2 hits. Orofino not quite ready for it, and that's going to be a carry by Orofino, or an illegal hit. Point to St. Mary's. They claw their way back in. 10 serving 12. Allie Zook will serve for St. Mary's. Nice serve, and Romero wasn't sure if it was going to stay in, and she swung at it late, and it glanced off her hand. I think it would have been in either way. So it's an ace for Zook, her second of the game. That one's set, picked up at the back corner. Orofino with an attack. Nice dig by number 9, Elliott. Orofino, though, able to keep it in place. St. Mary's now on the offensive side. And it's going to be an attempt by Jansen, but it goes into the net. So the point goes to Orofino. Nice rally, a nice dig there by St. Mary's. They just couldn't get the point out of it. 13 serving 11. Diffin with the serve line driver. Zook is able to pick it up. They get it over to Wilkes. Wilkes slams it across, but Orofino able to play it back, but they couldn't get it played back over the net. So it's going to be basically a handling error there on Orofino as they ended up tipping it into the net. 12 serving 13. Wilkes on the serve. Diffin picks it up for the Maniacs. They're going to get the set, and I think Diffin was calling for the attack and didn't hear her in time. Was number 13, Province, as she went ahead and tried to hit it, and it went straight up in the air. Point to St. Mary's. It's all knotted up 13-all. Wilkes with the serve. Going to get the attack from Romero, and I think that was a big block by Danica Sloper. I didn't quite see it, but the way they were cheering and congratulating her, I think it was a big block by Sloper. The serve by Wilkes. Maniacs get it played. They send it to St. Mary's. Receiving it was number 9, Elliott. St. Mary's sends it back across, and I actually think that was a kill for St. Mary's. I didn't see who that one was for. Going to get a timeout taken by the Maniacs. St. Mary's takes a 2-point lead, 15-3. We'll be back.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care, so you get every credit induction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. It's one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine your off-road. And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. We've got Lumberjack volleyball here tonight. We started with JV action. JV girls defeated Orofino in round 1, or set 1, 25-5, and they're currently leading in a back-and-forth battle here in set number 2, but it's 15 serving 13 in favor of St. Mary's. Abby Wilkes on the serve. She sends it across for the Lumberjacks. It's into the middle of that defense for the Maniacs. They send it back. St. Mary's sets it up. Going to get an attack from number 14. That is Stint. Orfino able to keep it in play. And it's dipping, trying for the big kill, but it goes into the net. And it's going to be 16 serving 13. Lumberjacks lead. Wilkes on the serve for St. Mary's. Wilkes, nice high serve over the net. Giffen picks it up for the Maniacs. Going to get the big kill by number 13, but nope, actually they called it against St. Mary's over the net. So the point goes to Orfino. It is 14 serving 16 now. Province for the Maniacs will be serving. Province sends it into the net. So service error on Orfino. That is the third service error on the Maniac JV. Jansen serving for the Lumberjacks now. 17 serving 14. Sends it across. I think that was Jansen. Yes. And Maniacs with a nice play. St. Mary's can't get it. That ball handled and back over. Point to St. Mary's. It is going to be, or point to Orfino. 15 serving 17. And it is Josephson with the serve. Lumberjacks getting the back row attack, and it was Wilkes with the attack, but a little bit too much mustard on that one as it goes out the inline. And the Maniacs within 1, 16 serving 17. Josephson on the serve. Picked up by Zook, near back corner. Set, going to get the attack from the near antenna by Brevner, but she can't get it over the net. All knotted up again. 17 serving 17. Josephson on the serve for Orfino. Sends it across. Zook plays it well. Going to get a nice tip over by Sloper, but it's going to be a over-the-net error or call on her. So the Maniacs reclaim a lead. Then several lead changes. 18 serving 17. Josephson sends it across. Wilkes plays it. A block by Orfino, and that was number 11. As they were battling back and forth at the front row, St. Mary's now calls a timeout as Orfino takes a 2-point lead, 19-17. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back.
It's time to reimagine your off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Experience extreme adventure with the all-new 2021 Wolverine R-Max 1000 featuring an all-new 999cc parallel twin engine. Power packed for maximum comfort and versatility, the R-Max 1000 features fully integrated accessories including the Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system and much more. See for yourself at St. Mary's Don Cycle, then get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha.
And we're back. Josephson will serve after the timeout by St. Mary's. 19 serving 17. St. Mary's trying to get the kill, and Brepner again sends that one into the net. And Orfino now with a 3-point lead, 20 serving 17. Josephson on the serve. Big serve to the middle. Wilkes picks it up for the Lumberjacks. Sloper with the set. The attack by Brevner. Orfino digs it out and sends it back across. St. Mary's trying to rally back. Romero had that big dig for Orfino, and St. Mary's, and a nice rally, plays it back across, but it's out of bounds, and the point goes to Orfino. It's 21 serving 17. Josephson serving for the Maniacs. Josephson sends it across. Zook near corner in the back row, and then a nice kill by Sammy Stintz from the middle. And Lumberjacks will take the serve back. That is Sammy Stintz's second kill. And it is going to be 18 serving 21. Sammy Stintz to play it over. Near back corner, Dippin. Now it's just a bump over for Orfino. Sloper with a set. And a little bit miscue on that set. It went right up over. Mueller couldn't get a big hit on it. Orfino tips it across. Sloper sets it for Brebner. Brebner sends it to the back line. Picking it up for the Maniacs was number 2, Dela Cruz. Orfino now plays it back across. Sent with it. Now the set by Sloper. Going to get Mueller with a bump across. Orfino with the attack. St. Mary's trying for the block. Can't get it. They get it up into the rafters. St. Mary's able to recover. And Lumberjacks not calling for the ball there, as it was Brebner and Mueller both going for it. And they both swung at it, and that kind of caused the missed hit. And that was one where one needed to call the other off. 22 serving 18. The serve goes to Romero for the Maniacs. Mueller picks up the serve. Sloper with the set. Nice attack by Mueller. Maniacs, though, play it nicely. Maniacs with attack of their own. Zook with the receive, and that's going to be misdirected as it goes towards the scorer's table, and the score goes to Orfino. It is now 22 serving 18. Jump serve by Romero, sends it across. Wilkes receives it. They're going to get set to Mueller. Mueller pounds it across, and Orfino can't get it played back over. I'm going to go ahead and give Mueller the kill. 5 kills for Mueller. 19 serving 23. It is number 13, Sloper with the serve. Orfino picks it up. That was Province. Orfino gets it back across. Zook with the receive. She plays it. Going to get the set and the Brebner attack, but Orfino able to keep it up. Now we get an attack by, I believe that was Mueller again, as she gets the kill. Kill number 6 for Naomi Mueller, a freshman for the JV squad. Danica Sloper with the serve. Diffin picks it up for the Maniacs. They bump it back across. Zook to Sloper. Sloper sets it for the kill. And Naomi Mueller coming to life here. She's back on the floor. She gets her 4th kill here in the second set. 7 kills total for Mueller in the match. 21 serving 23. Sloper sends it across. Orfino has one more hit to get it over the net. They do. Wilkes, Sloper to Wilkes. Wilkes with the kill. It's tipped by the Maniacs. And I'm going to give Wilkes the kill on that one. Lumberjacks finding a little bit of a groove here. It's now 22 serving 23. Lumberjacks crawled their way right back into this after being down. Sloper served the middle of the back row. Maniacs, 2 hits. Now they bump it over. And a little miscommunication there where Brebner and Thomas, no communication or little communication on that one, as they both started to go for it and they both pulled back and the ball hits the hardwood. 24 serving 22. Zook receives the serve. Naomi with the kill out of the end line. And the Lumberjacks try to come back on the Maniacs, but they couldn't complete the comeback. The Maniacs take set number 2, 25-22. We'll come back with more Lumberjack JV volleyball here on KOFE after a word from our sponsors.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great 8-speed Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425 today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. It is senior night, and we've got Lumberjack volleyball action here for you, starting with JV Lumberjack girls hosting the Orofino Maniacs. And Lumberjack JV girls took first set 25-5. A nice battle, though, in the second set. Orofino pulls the victory away from Lumberjacks 25-22, and we head into set number 3. And it will be serving is Zook. Sends it across. Orofino receives it. They're going to send it back over. And nice dig attempt there, at least by Allie Zook, but she can't get it played back to where her teammates can get to it as it goes over the head of her bench, and the ball or the point will go to Orofino. Zinner serving for the Maniacs. Now and tips the net. And gets just over. Zinner gets her first ace of the contest. The Maniacs have 3 aces in the match. Just 3 and 3 service errors. That one comes across. Zook plays it. Sloper, that's it. And going to get Sammy Stint with the kill. As the Orofino defender on that back far corner just watched it land in bounds. I think they thought it was a little bit further outside than it was. Abby Wilkes will serve, 1 serving 2. High floating serve by Wilkes. Maniacs play it over in 2 touches. Sloper sets it. Going to get the attack by Jansen. And 4 touches on St. Mary's. They called the, well, I'm not 100% sure. One of those times it looked like it came off the net, and I thought that was a 4th touch on St. Mary's. It was. 3 serving 1. Diffin with the serve for the Maniacs. Lumberjacks barely get that one tipped back over. That was almost a luck hit there. Maniacs with the play, but it's going to go out of bounds. It was a near antenna hit from Josephson as she tried to attack that back corner, but it just goes a little bit too far out of the sideline. Coming in for St. Mary's is number 8. Nelson. Lumberjacks with the serve. St. Mary's sets it up, tipping it over to Sammy Stint. Diffin there to pick it up for the Maniacs. Maniacs attack up against the net. St. Mary's were able there to receive it. Going to get a big attack by Stint and a block by number 13 and number 9. That is Province and Romero. And the point is in favor of Orofino as they now lead 4-2. A service error by Province. She puts that one into the net. 3 serving 4. Lumberjacks will serve as they get the ball back over to Sammy Stint, sophomore, serving for the Lumberjack JV. Sammy Stint has 5 aces in the set, or in the match, and that makes it 6. As receiving that was Josephson, and she just misplayed it. Josephson, a freshman. Next serve goes to Josephson, and Josephson played it, but the backup was not there for it, so another ace for Sammy Stint. 5 serving 4. Now into the middle of the back row. Orofino setting the attack. Diffin with the touch across. St. Mary sets it up and going to get a nice, actually no, it was over the net, I do believe, by Mueller. 5 serving 5 now. It'll be Josephson on the serve for Orofino. No, number 1. Yeah, Josephson. And that is a service error as that one didn't make it quite to the net. 6 serving 5. Danica Sloper serving for St. Mary's. She's a freshman. Sends that one across. Picked up by Zinner. Now Zinner with the attack, and it was a nice attack by Zinner. She gets the second kill of the match for her tonight. 6-6. She found the hardwood just inside of the far sideline. Romero with the serve now. Romero sends it across, picked up by number 4 for the Lumberjacks. That's Thomas. And I'm not sure who sent that across. It was either Mueller or Abby who got a block, I think, there. Abby Wilkes. St. Mary's leads 7-6. Taking the serve for St. Mary's, number 9, Brenna Elliott. She has one dig in the match tonight. Elliott sends it over. Picked up by Diffin. Setting up the attack for Diffin. Zook there to receive it. Sloper to Mueller. Mueller bumps it across. Diffin there to receive that one. A back set. And the big kill by Zinner gets to the back line. Just inside, over the head of the Lumberjacks. Third kill of the evening for Zinner for Orfino. 7-7. And it's Cafferty on the serve. She's got a couple of blocks tonight. That one was a high serve that came to the front line. Wilkes with the kill for the Lumberjacks. And St. Mary's will take the serve back. 8-7. I believe coming in for St. Mary's was Jansen. Going out was Naomi Mueller. Serving is Zook. Zook sends it across. Back row. Orfino plays it back. Zinner that sends it to Diffin. Diffin bumps it across. Zook receives it. Sloper sets it. Far 10 attack by Wilkes is a soft one. Orfino plays it back. Wilkes with the set. Jansen with the kill, and Jansen is able to complete the kill. Her third kill of the game. 9-7. St. Mary's takes a 2-point lead. Zook on the serve. And an ace for Zook. Then that one to the far back corner. And it was misplayed by Romero. And a timeout taken by the Maniacs. It's 10-7 in favor of the Lumberjacks. We'll be back.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back. It'll be Zook still serving for St. Mary's. They lead 10-7 in set number 3. And that is another ace for Zook as she is now up to 4 aces. 11-7, set number 3. All knotted up on the set. St. Mary's took set number 1, 25-5. Orfino JV, set number 2, 25-22. A little bit too much hot sauce on that serve by Zook, and it goes out of the inline. 1 service error to 4 aces, though, is a pretty good number. Serving 4 now for Orfino is Zinner. Zook picks it up in the middle. A little back set by Sloper, a big kill attempt by Wilt, and Orfino mishandles it out of play. I'm not going to credit that as a Zook, as a kill, as there was a couple of touches by Orfino, and it'll just be a point for the Lumberjacks. Wilt with the big serve, and she picks up a service ace. She had 6 aces against Timberlake, 1 tonight. Lumberjacks have a lot of aces this evening, though. That serve is across, picked up in the middle by Romero. And Orfino, some ball handling issues with that one. Province, late to react, point St. Mary's. It's 14-8. Wilt spins it over. Orfino keeps it in play. Yes, they do. Bumps it across. Zook plays it. Sloper sets it. Jansen with the hand. Orfino able to keep it in play. Big hit by Diffin, though, goes out of the back line. And that is it for that one. I guess it's only 3 I guess it's only 3 sets regardless in JV. So the Lumberjack JV girls win that one 15-8. So they win. They finish the season 7-2. So a good season for Lumberjack JV girls. Quick recap of the stats just to get on the way. Well, we'll take a quick break and we'll give you the numbers.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such complications. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack's, your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic or custom machined items to repair. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repair, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's. And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Senior night here for Lumberjack Volleyball. And a quick recap of the JV matchup. St. Mary's JV girls won set number 1, 25-5. The Maniacs took set number 2, 25-22. And the Lumberjack JV girls finished it off 15-8 in the third set of the night. Leading in kills tonight was Naomi Mueller. She had 7 kills for the Lumberjacks, 3 apiece for Sammy Sint, Taylor Jansen, and Abby Wilkes. And Brebner had a kill in the match. Service aces. We had 7 aces for Sammy Sint. A great night at the service. Ali Zook had 4. 2, and Wilkes had 1. I had 1 dig for Brenna Elliott, and then solo blocks we had 2 for Sloper. She also had 1 assist, and Sammy Sint had 1 assist as well. It is senior night. We'll take another quick break, and we'll be back with more.
Need to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawa, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With 6 professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull Infused or Lotus Energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
Fall is just around the corner, and it's time to think about getting ready for winter. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's is just what you need for all your winter prep. Paint your house, patch the roof, or build a storage for all your firewood. Maybe you just need to fix that leaky faucet. 10th Street Lumber has the supplies you need for all your do-it-yourself projects. Stop by 10th Street Lumber today and save on all your home improvement needs. 10th Street Lumber, 1000 Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor. And we are back. They just got done doing the senior night announcements for the Lumberjacks, and we will actually have a senior spotlight tonight. We'll go ahead and do the senior spotlight, and then we'll also go through all of the seniors in their handout that we have from the Booster Club from the school. So first, trying to think here, we've got the Lumberjack girls versus the Orofino Maniacs for senior night here, volleyball action. And let's go ahead and we'll do our senior spotlight right now. And our senior spotlight, we just actually did this interview tonight. Hopefully it comes out good. It's the first time I've used this in the gym where it was kind of noisy, but we did get our senior interview with Sophia Holmes. And it's time for our senior spotlight, and today we have St. Mary's Lumberjack senior Sophia Holmes. Sophia, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll get started. What sports do you play?
I play volleyball, golf, and I've done swim team before.
That's pretty fun. Swim team. That must have been in a different school, huh?
Yeah, the one in
If you can't tell, we're doing this at the gym in the high school today. Which is your favorite sport and why?
I like volleyball because I've been doing it forever, and it runs my family.
What has playing sports taught you?
To always be a team player, and no matter what happens, there's always another go-around.
And what would you say is your favorite thing about playing sports?
The people you meet and the bonds that you can create.
And what is your least favorite thing?
Losing, obviously.
Some people use that one, and there's some that say they don't like practice, or some that say they don't like losing. Do you have a favorite pro sports team?
Since I was little, it's always been the Lakers, and I've always been a Kobe Bryant fan.
All right. What are your goals this year on and off the field or court?
To get prepared for college in a little bit.
All right, we're talking with Sophia Holmes for our senior spotlight. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more.
Don't miss out on life's unforgettable moments. You have adventures waiting and challenges to tackle. And now, P1FCU can help you anywhere life takes you. If you need to make a loan payment, a simple transfer, or even apply for a loan, P1FCU's video banking has you covered. It's real banking with real people. Download the app or visit p1fcu.org to get started. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is asking for your help. The Booster Club continues to provide needed sports equipment for the St. Mary's High School sports program. But what they have planned next is big. The Booster Club is in the process of building a new sports complex on land next to the high school parking lot. This new sports complex will include a baseball field, softball field, and soccer field. The fields will be built according to professionally engineered plans and will be ADA compliant, so all Lumberjack fans can enjoy the games. The Booster Club thanks the community for their support throughout the years. With your support, Phase 1 will begin this summer. If you're interested in donating to the new sports complex project, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-568-0288 for details. Let's all come together and get this new complex built for the student body and the community.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our communities. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh, yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimmies, not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's. And we are back. We're talking with Sophia Holmes on our Senior Spotlight. What are your plans after high school?
After high school, I want to go to a four-year university and get my business degree, as well as become an insurance agent and maybe a real estate agent.
Fun. What is your favorite subject in school?
Right now, my favorite subject in school would probably be my environmental science class. We're starting to do a lot of labs, and that's one of my favorite parts.
A lot of the boys say fitness with Coach Steph. Who is someone you look up to?
I've always looked up to my mom because she's been my number one supporter and has always guided me through what's been hard.
All right. What is your nickname with your teammates?
People just call me Soap on the team for short.
All right. What has been your most memorable moment?
We have this thing between the seniors called Operation Strawberry Banana Smoothie, and it's pretty memorable.
And do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
I would like to thank everyone that has been here for me throughout these 2 years of being in St. Mary's, and everyone who has supported me in California throughout the way.
All right. Thank you, and good luck in your future.
Thank you for having me.
That was Sophia Holmes for our Senior Spotlight. We'll take another break, and we'll be back with more.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
It's time to reimagine your off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Experience extreme adventure with the all-new 2021 Wolverine R-Max 1000 featuring an all-new 999cc parallel twin engine. Power packed for maximum comfort and versatility, the R-Max 1000 features fully integrated accessories including the Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system and much more. See for yourself at St. Mary's Don Cycle, then get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and do a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for the varsity match. St. Mary's Lumberjack girls volleyball taking on the Orofino Maniacs in a league matchup, the 2A Central Idaho League. And it is senior night. Let's take a quick look at the conference standings. The Lumberjacks are 2-1 in conference play, 3-5 overall. They beat Grangeville on Saturday 3-2. In what was a hard-fought match. The Lumberjacks led 2-0, 2-0, and then Grangeville won the next two sets, but then St. Mary's was able to take that fifth and final set to secure the league victory. The Orofino Maniacs currently undefeated in league play. They are 3-0 and 10-1 overall. They last played Nez Perce, and they beat them 3-0. Then Grangeville is 0-4, 6-12 overall. They lost 2-3 to St. Mary's on Saturday, and that is a quick look at the standings. We'll take a break and be back.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs. They quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 445-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community stable and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Lumberjack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, if you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back, and before we went to the break, I mentioned that the Lumberjacks beat Grangeville in 5 sets up in Grangeville on Saturday. The breakdown of those sets was like this. St. Mary's won sets 1 and 2, 25-17, 25-19. Grangeville won sets 3 and 4, 25-17, and 25-20. And St. Mary's won the final set 15-6. Back when St. Mary's played Orofino, they played on 9/11. Now, September 11th, they played at Orofino. St. Mary's lost 3 sets to 1. The Lumberjacks won the first set, 25-21. They lost the next 3 sets, 25-21, 25-22, and 25-19. So that is the history between these two squads. Upcoming schedules, Lumberjack football returns to action on Saturday. According to the schedule that I got from the Lumberjack Athletic Director, Todd Gilkey, the Lumberjacks JV and varsity will play at the same day, on the same day. That is going to be on Saturday at Orofino, this coming up Saturday. It says that the varsity plays at noon and the JV plays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that is that upcoming schedule for varsity football. Volleyball districts will be starting on the 20th, which is, today's the 18th, so Wednesday the 20th, and the time and location will be announced as, I think it is going to be somewhat determined by who is the district champion. So I kind of think, and I don't quote me on this, we'll get to the information when we know for certain, but if Orofino wins tonight, I believe they will probably get to host the district tournament. I'm not 100% sure, but that's the way it worked last year. If St. Mary's wins tonight, then Orofino and St. Mary's will be tied in district play, and I'm not sure what they would use as a tiebreaker to determine the league champion, or district champion. No, league champion. So, like I said, once tonight is over, and once I know for certain where the games will be played, we will relay that information to you, both on our Facebook page and on the radio as well. Going back to that game, the games on Saturday in Orofino, we are going to try to make it there to broadcast the games in person. If we can't make it, we will get a feed from Orofino from the KLER station up there. Jeff Jones and his crew do a great job. But since it is the first game back after that hiatus due to school being closed down, I would actually like to get that game in personally. So we will let you know as we get closer along through the week as well. Once again, it is senior night tonight. So let's go ahead. And we did do a senior spotlight with Sophia Holmes. We're still going to read you her stuff that she has in the senior pamphlet here for senior night. But the first senior on the list for Lumberjack volleyball is Ashlynn Buell. Her parents are Janie Moore and Frank Buell. She has 8 years of playing volleyball. Her activities in school include, of course, volleyball, ASB, and Distinguished Young Women. After high school, she plans to attend college to study elementary education. Her most memorable moment is when she got hand, foot, and mouth at the Lakeland tournament her freshman year. Shelby had to take pictures to show her mom. Ashlynn used Kirsten's Hannah Montana chapstick, and it had to be thrown away. Kirsten didn't forgive her for it. And that is your first senior, Ashlynn Buell, and I could miss these ones. She wants to thank her mom, dad, Papa Ron, Grandma Jackie, Jenna, Grandpa and Grandma Buell, Maddie, Kelsey, Avery, Connor, Corbin, Emily, Mandy, Jaden, Tanner, Colby, Hope, the Stent family, Shelby, Sophia, Berkeley, Miss Pete, Hannah, Becky, Stacy, her coaches, the rest of the volleyball girls, and anyone else that she might have forgotten. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such complications. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we are back. The next senior is Sophia Holmes. Her parents are Andy and Janelle Holmes. She has 6 years of playing volleyball. Her activities in school include volleyball, golf, swim team, community outreach, key club, and ASB. After high school, Sophia plans to attend college to study business while working on becoming an insurance agent. Her most memorable moment is Operation Strawberry Banana Smoothie, which is an inside joke with the seniors. She would like to thank her mom, her dad, Wyatt, Landon, Emily, Nana, and Poppy, Grammy, Papa, Grandma Bev, Grandpa Monty, Aunt Debbie, Uncle Buck, Aunt Sarah, Chris, Sean, Colby, Tyler, Kason, Kyron, and Kara, Mackenzie, Tristan, Kaylee, Blake, Austin, the Elliott family, Shelby, Ash, and the rest of the volleyball program for making the season memorable, and anyone else that she may have forgotten. And that is St. Mary's Lumberjack senior Sophia Holmes. We'll take another quick break, and we'll come back with the final senior on the Lumberjack roster.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic or custom machined items to repair. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repair, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, or call 208-596-8819, 208-596-8819, Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
And we are back. One final senior on the senior roster for the Lumberjacks, and that is number 8, Miss Shelby Martin. Her parents, Renee and Chad Renner, Brian and Marlena Martin. She has 6 years of playing volleyball. Her activities in school include volleyball, HOSA, Business Professionals of America, Distinguished Young Women, basketball, and softball. After high school, Shelby plans to attend North Idaho College to obtain her associate's degree to become a dental hygienist. Her most memorable moments are when they did I'm a Bee in the locker room, and Tacey realized she forgot her jersey, and Operation Strawberry Banana. If you know, you know. She would like to thank her mom, Chad, Nana, Papa, and Trace for everything they do for her, her dad, Aunt Lynette, Grandma, both volleyball teams for all their support, especially Ashlynn, Berkeley, Tacey, Sophia, and Stacy, both coaches for helping her become not only a better player but person as well. Miss Pete, her sister, Jaden, and Big Bro Grant for coming to my games, even though they don't even live here, her daughter Abby, and her other children, Lily, Billy, and Donald. They are all Ducks. And that is your St. Mary's Lumberjack volleyball seniors for this year, Ashlynn Buell, Sophia Holmes, and Shelby Martin. And let's see, we've pretty much gone through everything we've got for our pregame information. So let's take a look at the rosters. Orofino has a very senior roster. They got a lot of experience, I guess, on that team, as they have 7 seniors on their roster. And those seniors are, let's see here, number 1, outside hitter Casey Hudson. Number 3, the libero Riley Schwartz. Outside hitter number 2, Delray Harris. You got setter number 8, Cameron Turk. I'm not sure what the RS is, but that is her position, and she is Emma Rogers. You've also got Abigail Cook, and then down at the bottom, Brianna Stanley for the Maniacs. They're underclassmen. You've got a couple of juniors in Grace Bearden and Peyton Mary, and then you've got Hannah Johnson, a sophomore, and Olivia Johnson, a freshman. So they've got a freshman deep roster, or a senior deep roster, and they're going to be losing a lot of their talent after this season. Now we've got some opening ceremonies. I'm sure we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance before we get things rolling here. So we will go ahead and take a break.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that, too, with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull Infused or Lotus Energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekend. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's. And we are back, and I think right now they are doing, well, maybe they're doing starters. For the Maniacs, we've got number 1, Hudson, number 2, Harris, number 3, Schwartz, number 13, Bearden, number 11, Peyton Mary. Pretty good basketball players. I recognize a lot of those names from the basketball team as well for Orfino. Number 5, Johnson. This might not be freshman, but... And number 12, Stanley. That might have been the non-starters. No, that might be the starters. I can't quite hear Coach Bitterman, or Mr. Bitterman, as he is on the mic doing the announcement. So for the starters for St. Mary's, I believe we have number 4, Ashlynn Buell. Number 7, Shelby Martin. Number 9, Sophia Holmes. Number 11, Lily Daniel. Number 13, Berkeley McGrill. Oops, I don't know how I don't have Berkeley on here. Number 13. You got Stacey Mitchell, and you've also got Casey Watkins. I didn't have Berkeley McGrill on my stats sheet, so I don't know how I missed her on the roster, but I did. The both teams huddled up with their coaches for some last-minute instructions before we get things rolling here in the final game of the regular season. The Lumberjacks hosting the Orofino Maniacs on senior night Lumberjack volleyball right here on KOFE 1240 in St. Mary's. If you have family out of the area that can't get us on the radio, they can use our find our link to our audio on YouTube on our Facebook page. If you are maybe on our Facebook page, you can share that link to them, and people from outside of our coverage area for the radio station can listen in on the game action as well. Getting set up for the game. Out there on the floor for the Lumberjacks, we've got Casey Watkins, we got Sophia Holmes, Shelby Martin, Lily Daniels, Berkeley McGrill, and Ashlynn Buell. For the Maniacs, it is number 2, Harris, number 5, Johnson. Johnson is the freshman. She is serving, sends it across. Berkeley McGrill picks it up. Lumberjacks at their first attack, blocked by number 13, Bearden, Grace Bearden Jr., and she gets the block, and the point goes to the Maniacs. Johnson had to chase that ball back to the concession stand, sends it across. St. Mary sets up the attack. It's a nice deal by, I believe, I'm sure it was Shelby Martin with the steal for the Jacks. One, Shelby Martin goes back to serve for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks had a little bit of service issue against Timberlake. They had like a service error, so we'll see if they can clean that up tonight. Sent across. The Maniacs pick it up. That's Mary. Back row attack for Orofino. St. Mary's sets up a back set and a nice kill by Sophia Holmes for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks lead 2-1. Shelby Martin goes back to serve. Early set number 1. Lumberjacks lead 2-1. Martin sends the serve across, middle of the service line. Picked up by Mary. Maniacs get it back into the middle. They bump it across. St. Mary's setting up an attack. And it's a quick attack by Watkins. And I don't know what the call is, but it was something up against the net by Watkins. She might have been over the net. I'm not sure. The point goes to Orofino. It's 2 serving 2. And it'll be Harris serving for Orofino. She's a senior. Sends it across. It is to Stansel. Stansel gets it up to Daniel, and I think we get an antenna violation there. The Lumberjacks tried to kill it across, but it comes off of the antenna. And that was number 11. I think it was Lily Daniel with that. It's 3 serving 2. Watkins receives it. Lily Daniel bumps it up. Going to get the back row attack from McGrill. Lumberjacks react to the Maniacs as they send it back across. Orofino into the middle. They set it up for an attack from the far side. Bumped over. Daniel receives it. Berkeley McGrill sets it up. Big hit from number 8 for the Lumberjacks. It's across. Orofino plays it back. Orofino with the attack. St. Mary's almost gets it back over, but can't quite get it. 4 serving 2 as the point goes to the Maniacs. And it is still Harris the senior, serving. Stansel receives it. Gets it out of bounds. Lumberjacks able to recover and get back to it. Holmes bumps it across. Orofino with an attack. St. Mary's can't get the block. Stansel there for it, though. Lumberjacks with the attack. Orofino plays it. They get it back across. St. Mary's sets it up, trying to attack again. Holmes, a little bit of an awkward as the set wasn't quite exactly where she needed it. Orofino now with the attack. McGrill there for it. A bump by Daniels. Sending it across for the Lumberjacks. Number 8, Asbury. And she's going to get the kill for the Lumberjacks. Casey Watkins will go back to serve. Stacy Mitchell comes in for the Lumberjacks. Watkins, a junior. Back row. Service. Orofino with a little bump over. Holmes plays it. One shot, one hit across. Orofino sets up an attack. Back row attack. Lumberjacks there for it. Oh, and a couple of hits into the net, and St. Mary's can't get it over. Watkins goes out, and McGrill checks right back in. 5 serving 3, Orofino leads. Match set number 1. It is Bearden, a junior, serving for Orofino. Stansel able to get to it. And the Lumberjacks put 3 hits on it. McGrill can't get it sent over where she needs it to go. Point goes to Orofino, 6 serving 3. Grace Bearden on the serve, middle of the service line, sends it over. Stansel with the receive. Daniel sets it up. Going to have a big attempt at the kill by Sophia Holmes, and she sends it out the sideline. Her left lines, and it's 7 serving 3 now. Bearden with the serve. Stansel picks up in the middle. A little bit of a wide bump there by St. Mary's, and they cannot get it back across. Things were going good at first. St. Mary's unraveled just a little bit. It's 8 serving 3 now. Orofino in the lead, set number 1. Bearden spins it over. McGrill receives. Going to get the big attack by Asbury, and the Maniacs can't get the block. Asbury with the kill. 4 serving 8. Cassidy Scott comes in for the Lumberjacks. Sophia Holmes rotates out. Cassidy Scott will go back to serve. She's a junior for St. Mary's. Sends it across on the high-flying serve, and she's going to record the Lumberjacks' first ace as she gets that one just inside the back corner, right in front of the line judge there. 5 serving 8. Scott with another one to the middle of the Orofino defense this time. Orofino sets up the attack. They tap it over. Lumberjacks play it nicely, setting up attack of their own. Asbury sends it across, and via Asbury, the freshman for the Lumberjacks, gets her 3rd kill of the set. 6 serving 8. Lumberjacks trying to mount the comeback here. First set of the game. At the serve by Scott. Orofino picks it up, back right corner, big attack. Asbury there for it. Back row attack. McGrill sends it across, and it's a kill for McGrill. Seven serving 8. Lumberjacks rallied right back into this. Cassidy Scott still on the serve for the Jacks. Middle of the service line. Sends it to the back right corner. Orofino picks it up. Serves from the near antenna. Or the attack from the near antenna. St. Mary's tries to get creative. They faked them out. Orofino thought it was going to be a bump. St. Mary's pops over, and Orofino gets called for a net violation, and we're all evened up 8 apiece. Scott with the serve. Back corner, right side. Orofino picks it up. Back row attack from number 3. That's Schwartz. St. Mary's receives it nicely. Mitchell bumps it over. Orofino setting up an attack from the far antenna, and it's going to be Hudson trying for that attack, but it's going to be a Mitchell and Daniel combining for the block. 9 serving 8. Scott on the serve. Back row attack again from Orofino. Digging it out is Stansel. Lumberjacks played across. Orofino attack from the block. Oh, it looked like they were going to keep it in play, but an illegal hit by St. Mary's. 9-9 now, and the serve goes back over to the man. It'll be Turcotte, a junior for Orofino, coming in for the serve. Daniel sets it, attack from the far antenna. In play, back row attack, out of play. Lumberjacks reclaim the lead, 10-9. Substitutions happening for the teams. 10 serving 9. Ashlynn Buell goes back to serve for the Jacks. High serve. Picked up in the back row. Orofino trying to set the attack, and it's going to be, I believe, a double hit called on Stanley. For Orofino, it is now 11 serving 9. Ashlynn Buell to serve. She serves from the right side of the service line, sends it across. Picking it up is number 3, Schwartz. Attack from Orfino. St. Mary's tries to get the block. They can't quite get it, but the Lumberjacks are able to keep it in play. Orfino with a tap over. St. Mary's sets it up for their own attack. Mitchell tries to fake him out. Orfino ready for it. Again, a back row attack from Schwartz. Mitchell gets it front line. Sets it to the opposite side. Oh, a block by St. Mary's or by Orfino, but Lumberjacks keep it in play. That block was by Haley Johnson, a sophomore. And now we get a nice rally going, but Lumberjacks not able to get it over. Finally, Orfino wins the point. And going to serve will be Hudson for Orfino. 10 serving 11. Buell receives that one. Actually, too much on it, though. Pops it right back over the net. Orfino sets up an attack. Digging it out, trying to dig it out was Ashlynn Buell, but that's going to go into the stands, and it'll be 11 serving 11 now. Hudson with the serve. Scott, one bump, a little bit too much, gets it all the way over the net. Orfino sets up the attack. Martin all the way across, and a mishit by Orfino. I believe that was Stanley who hit a little bit too hard. It goes out of the right line, and it'll be point St. Mary's. 12 serving 11, and Berkeley McGrill on the serve for the Jacks. Sends it to the back row. Picking it up is Schwartz. And it's a little bit too much on Orfino trying to get it across. It goes out of bounds. Antenna violation, ball, or 13-11 St. Mary's. McGrill with the serve. Orfino at the front of the net, and they call a double hit on Orfino. 14 serving 11. Berkeley McGrill still serves. Goes across, back right corner. Orfino with the attack. We're going to get a block almost by Mitchell and Daniel, but they can't quite get it across. Daniel with a nice little set, and McGrill just bumps it across, or not, Watkins just bumps it across. St. Mary's with the point. The kill by Watkins, and St. Mary's leads 15-11. The timeout taken by the Maniacs. We'll take it to. We'll be back.
Fall is just around the corner, and it's time to think about getting ready for winter. And City Lumber in St. Mary's is just what you need for all your winter prep. Paint your house, patch the roof, or build a storage for all your firewood. Maybe you just need to fix that leaky faucet. 10th Street Lumber has the supplies you need for all your do-it-yourself projects. Stop by 10th Street Lumber today and save on all your home improvement needs. 10th Street Lumber, 1000 Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your... And we are back in what's been a fun first set here in St. Mary's. Orfino trailing right now, 15-11. It's been pretty back and forth, though. Berkeley McGrill on the serve for the Lumberjacks. McGrill spins it across. In the middle of the back row, Orfino sets it up, tries the attack. Cassie Scott bumps it up. Lily Daniel puts it back into the play. St. Mary's sends it across. Orfino tries her own back row attack. Buell there for it. Now Daniel. Shelby Martin slaps it across the net. Orfino sets it up. They've got to take 3 bumps to get it over. Nobody able to set up a really good, powerful attack yet. And then there's one by the Lumberjacks, but a nice dig by Schwartz as they keep it in play. Lumberjacks bump it way up high. Going to get a tap over by Scott. Orfino can't get to it. And I guess that's a kill. I'll give it to Cassidy Scott. 16-11. Lumberjacks on the serve. McGrill sends it to the back row. Schwartz picks it up for Orfino. They're going to set their attack to the far antenna. St. Mary's can't get the block. Nice little bump over by Daniel. Orfino with their own attack, and that one's going to come through. And I believe that was number 7, Johnson, the sophomore. That's only the first kill of the game for the Maniacs. It is 12 serving 16. Riley Schwartz goes back to serve for the Lumberjacks, or for the Maniacs. Sends it across. Oh, and that one is going to be an ace for Schwartz. As I don't know what happened there, as I think it was a little bit of a late reaction by Shelby Martin as she made the decision to put her hands up to try to get that one, and it went backwards. It to McGrill on the serve. Martin tries to redeem that one, and Lumberjacks can't quite get it back over. And the point goes to Orfino's now. They go on a little rally of their own. It's 14 serving 16. Riley Schwartz sends it over. Sends it a little bit too far, a little bit too much on that one as it goes out of play. Cassie Scott checking out for the Lumberjacks. Coming back in is senior Sophia Holmes. Serving is Lily Daniel. She had some trouble against Timberlake. She had 9 service errors. This one is good. Maniacs with the attack, and they put it right into the void. No Lumberjack defender there. Grace Bearden Jr. gets her first kill of the match. 15 serving 17. Johnson, the freshman, comes back in. She'll be serving, middle of the service line. Orfino on the far side of the floor from you up in the weight room. Daniel sets it for the back row attack. That might have been out of play, but Orfino goes ahead and gets it up. They do keep it in play, though. Lily Daniel with the set. Martin with the kill. Orfino mocks it back right across. St. Mary's has to get it across net. They do so. Schwartz there to pick it up. Now they have the attack, and trying to dig it out was Buell. She can't get to it in time, and Grace Bearden Jr. gets her second kill. And I think we're going to get a timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. Each team has one timeout left for this set. It is 17-16 in favor of the Jacks. We'll be back.
Retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire?
Contact Jenny Oates at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The Securities and Advisory Services offered through LTL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oates a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. And we are back in a nice match or nice set going on here. It's the Lumberjacks and the Maniacs. Lumberjack volleyball. St. Mary's currently leads 17-16. The serve from Orfino. St. Mary sets it up. Oh, the big attack by Shelby Martin. She does not get it over the net, though. Sends it right into the net. It's all knotted back up, 17 apiece. Johnson with the serve, the freshman for Orfino. She sends it across. Back row attack from McGrill. Orfino picks it up. They try to send it across, but they can't get it over as Harris couldn't get it over. 18-17, Lumberjacks lead. Shelby Martin goes back to serve for the Jacks. Shelby, a senior. She sends it over. Orfino puts it up in the middle of the back row. Far antenna attack. St. Mary's can't get the block, and I think that was Peyton Mary with the kill. 18 all. Ava Stansel comes back in for St. Mary's. Going to the serve is Harris for Orfino. Stansel receives it. They're going to set up the kill, and a little too much on that one by Casey Watkins. And Orfino reclaims the lead, 19-18. The serve coming over from Orfino is Harris. Going to set it to the near antenna, and a nice kill as Sophia Holmes slams it home for her second kill of the game, and we're tied back up at 19 apiece. Casey Watkins now serving. Sends it across. Back row, Schwartz picks it up. Far antenna. Orfino gets it across, and Lumberjacks don't get it going the right direction. Orfino gets the point. Side out, I think, is what it's called, if I'm looking at my terms correctly, as it was St. Mary's serve. 20 serving 19, and on the serve now is Grace Bearden. McGrill picks that up in the middle. Asbury with the big attack from the right to the left, or left to the right. And a big block by Mitchell, but it's going to go out the sideline. It was a good attempt by Mitchell, just couldn't get it in play. It is 21 serving 19 now. Grace Bearden sends it across. Mia Asbury picks it up. Going to have a nice little set for Mitchell. Mitchell puts it across. Orfino, though, there for it. St. Mary's receives. Going to get a bump over by Holmes. Orfino setting up their attack in the middle of the net. A big dig by, would have been a big dig by Lily Daniel, but it goes for naught. I don't know if that still counts as a dig or not, but the point goes over to Orfino. It's 22-19. St. Mary's takes their second timeout. Orfino leads set number 1, and we'll be back.
Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsor.
Nope. And we are back. 22-19. Orfino leads. Orfino on the serve. It's Grace Bearden with the serve. Stansel receives. Lily Daniel set it for a big attack by Holmes, but Holmes sends out the inline. St. Mary's now trails by 4, 23-19. Orfino needs 2 more to end the set. Bearden serves. Stansel to Asbury. Asbury back to the middle, and Stansel puts it out of play as too much on that one. It's now 24-19. Game point. See if Lumberjacks can rally. Bearden sends it over. Asbury gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell with a bump over. Orfino resets the attack. Asbury sends it right back across. Orfino tries again. A big block by St. Mary's, but it comes to the Lumberjack side anyway. They didn't win the block. Ball being batted around, battling, jousting at the net. Tipping it over by Mitchell. Orfino receives it, trying the attack again. Stansel there for it. Lily Daniel with a bump. Mia Asbury taps it across. Orfino there to receive it. And that was, I'm not sure if that's considered a block or not for Holmes, but I'm going to call it a block. Orfino hit it. St. Mary's bounced, and Holmes was there to put it right back across into a voided spot. 20-24, St. Mary's serving. Cassidy Scott serves it across. Schwartz receives it. They bump it back to the middle. The Maniacs tap it over. McGrill to Daniel. Daniel to sets up Mitchell. Can't get it finished. Orfino with a power shot from the back row. It goes out of bounds. That's Riley Schwartz putting too much mustard on that one. Lumberjacks trail 21 serving 24. Scott sends it across. Schwartz picks it up in the middle. Orfino has to bump it across. Can't mount an attack on it. Stansel to Daniel. Going to get the attack to Asbury. And Asbury with the kill. Mia Asbury with 4 kills. St. Mary's now trails 22-24. Orfino takes their final timeout. We'll be back.
Miss out on life's unforgettable moments. You have adventures waiting and challenges to tackle. And now, P1FCU can help you anywhere life takes you. If you need to make a loan payment, a simple transfer, or even apply for a loan, P1FCU's video banking has you covered. It's real banking with real people. Download the app or visit P1FCU.org to get started. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Insured by NCUA.
Kenny. And we are back after the timeout. St. Mary's trying to bring this thing back. Cassidy Scott with the serve. Schwartz picks it up in the middle. Tipping it back is Mitchell. Now the Lumberjacks got to go over with it. They do. McGrill. Orfino sets up the attack into the back row. Berkeley McGrill there for it. Lily Daniel with the bump. Mia Asbury tries for the kill. Orfino there to receive it. They play it back across. Berkeley McGrill sets it up again. Oh, and just a little bit off on the set by Lily Daniel, and that's how the first settle in. 25-22 in favor of Orofino as they take set number 1. We'll be back.
And the crew at 10th Street Superstop invites you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You need to call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy, Arbor and Site Clearing.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is asking for your help. The Booster Club continues to provide needed sports equipment for the St. Mary's High School sports program. But what they have planned next is big. The Booster Club is in the process of building a new sports complex on land next to the high school parking lot. This new sports complex will include a baseball field, softball field, and soccer field. The fields will be built according to professionally engineered plans and will be ADA compliant, so all Lumberjack fans can enjoy the games. The Booster Club thanks the community for their support throughout the years. With your support, Phase 1 will begin this summer. If you're interested in donating to the new sports complex project, contact Donnie Masterson at 208-568-0288 for details. Let's all come together and get this new complex built for the student body and the community.
Now we are back, and Ashlynn Buell was delivering a passion speech to the Lumberjacks in the huddle during the break, and then Coach Fisher came over and gave some more guidance to the girls as they were huddled up, as Orofino did the same on their own side. They also were doing a little dance over there, having a good time this evening. As the Maniacs take that first set, 25-22, and it was a battle all the way through. What a game, what a set that one was for Orofino, or for both teams. So Lumberjacks going to come out here, see if they can't take this one and even things up. It will be Shelby Martin, Lumberjack senior, serving for the Lumberjacks here to get this one started. Waiting for the whistle for play, and they are ready to go. Shelby Martin delivers from the middle of the service line. Picking it up is Hudson. They bump it over. St. Mary's is going to win the point on an error on Orofino. Oh, and there's a service error by Shelby Martin, though, and that'll even things back up. I think that's the first service error on the Lumberjacks tonight. 1-1 is the score. Serving for Orofino is the freshman, Olivia Johnson. Johnson sends it. Berkeley McGrill receives. Going to back set it for Holmes, and Holmes with a powerful kill there between two blockers as it just pinballed off of the two Orofino players' arms. They were trying to block that. They couldn't get it to go back where they wanted. Watkins will serve. 2 serving 1. Orofino has a little bit of trouble fielding out, and they have to bump it from the back row. Going to get a kill attempt by Mitchell. Orofino there to play it. Back row attack from Schwartz into the net. Mitchell there to get it. Going to get a bump up by Orofino, and St. Mary's can't handle it. They bumped that one out of bounds. 2 serving 2. Taking the serve now for the Maniacs will be Del Ray Harris, the senior. Harris sends it across. McGrill receives it, bumping it up to Stansel. Ball is lost for a moment. Berkeley McGrill able to find it. She puts it over the net. Orfino with the attack, and Stansel not ready for that. Sends it backwards out of play. 3 serving 2. Del Ray Harris on the serve for the Maniacs. Sends it over. Mitchell receives that one. Going to get a nice set by Lily Daniel, and the kill by Sophia Holmes. That's her 4th. It's 3 serving 3. Cassidy Scott, the junior, comes in for St. Mary's. She'll take the serve. She serves from the middle of the service line. She's going to go with a nice jumping serve. And that one is going to be misplayed by Schwartz, and that ball ends up into the top row of the bleachers. Cassidy Scott with her 2nd ace of the night. 4 serving 3. Scott sends it across. Oh, too much on that one out of the back line. 4 serving 4. Serving for the Maniacs is Bearden. She's a junior. Stansel receives it. Lily Daniel sets it backwards, and we're going to get a nice kill by, I believe that's Mia Asbury. Into the back corner. That's her 5th kill of the evening as she sends that to the back far corner. Orfino thought that it might be going out of bounds. It does not. Ashlynn Buell comes in. She'll go to serve for the Lumberjacks. 5 serving 4. Back row. Orfino pops it straight up. Going to get an attack from near antenna. A dig by McGrill. Lumberjacks setting it up for the attack. Nope, they bump it right across. Orfino trying to catch them off guard. A couple of Maniacs collide there, one trying to get out of the way, the other one trying to get the play, and the point goes to St. Mary's. 6 serving 4. Ashlynn Buell on the serve. Buell sends it across. Schwartz picks it up in the middle. Near antenna set, or attack. Orfino bumps it across. St. Mary's sends it back over. That's Shelby Martin. Schwartz picks it up for the Maniacs. Trying for the big kill is going to be Hudson, but it goes into the net. 7 serving 4. Lumberjacks on top. Buell to serve. Oh, into the net by Buell. She has the 3rd service error of the night for the Lumberjacks. 7 serving 5, or 5 serving 7. Turcotte will go to serve for Orfino. Turcotte sends it over. Buell picks it up, going to set it over to Martin, and Shelby Martin with a nice play dumps it into the middle and picks up the kill. 2 kills for Shelby Martin. Lumberjacks lead by 3, 8-5. Berkeley McGrill serving for the Lumberjacks. Send it to the middle of the Maniac back row. Orfino, far antenna attack. They pop it over. Dig by McGrill. Orfino setting up an attack from the near pin. This one goes out of bounds. Point goes to St. Mary's. 9 serving 5 now. McGrill with the serve. Right line. Orfino bumps it over. McGrill there to receive. Lily Daniel sets it up for Martin. Martin sends it across, and it's a kill for Shelby Martin. Lumberjacks take a 5-point lead, 10-5 here in set number 2. Lumberjacks drop the first set, 25-22. McGrill sends that across, picked up in the middle by Harris. Maniacs try and attack from the far antenna. Lumberjacks pop it up. Buell trying to send it over, puts it into the net. 6 serving 10. Hudson, Casey Hudson, the senior, will go back to serve for Orfino. 6 serving 10. Cassidy Scott gets it, and Going to get a nice dig by Daniel to keep that in play. St. Mary's gets it across, and then Orofino with a nice return play, and Orofino picks up the point. 7 serving 10. Hudson for the Maniacs. Sends it over. Buell pops it over the net on one hit accidentally. Then we did a big, I'm going to call that a block like I did earlier. That was Shelby Martin. Now I don't know what to call that one, a kill or a block. It was hit one touch by Orofino, and Martin was there to pound it back over. I don't really know if it's considered a block. I'm just going to give it as a kill. Lily Daniel to serve. 11 serving 7. Orofino pops it up, and we're going to get, that one was just mistouched, and it's an antenna violation out of bounds by Orofino on that far side of the floor. 12 serving 7. Lily Daniel to serve. Into the middle. Schwartz picks it up. Little bump from Orofino. They're going to tap it over. Shelby Martin receives it. Back set to Holmes. Holmes pounds it over. Sophia Holmes with her 5th kill, and a timeout taken by Orofino. Lumberjacks lead it 13-7. We'll be back.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh, yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And we are back. We have the cheerleaders down there throwing some swag to the crowd. Lily Daniels with the serve. St. Mary's leads 13-7. Orofino with a double hit. The Lumberjacks double up 14-7 now over Orofino. Lily Daniels serving. Sends it over. Maniacs pick it up in the middle. Schwartz, back row attack. Buell sets it, or bumps it. Going to get a bump over by Watkins to the back line. Now Orofino sets up an attack from the middle. McGrill there for it. Martin. Buell. Maniacs tap it back over. Lay a net violation, though. Over the net by Turcotte, and St. Mary's leads 15-7. Lily Daniel on the serve still. Sends it over. Orofino trying to get it back in play as they miss it down a little bit. They do play it back to St. Mary's. And, a late decision there. It was a good thought by Lily Daniels as she was going to maybe try to bump it for her teammates to make the attack. Instead, she tried to switch it up right at the last second to maybe catch Orofino off. Tried to tip it over, but it just went into the net. Riley Schwartz on the serve for St. Mary's. And Lumberjacks able to keep that in play. I didn't think they were going to for a minute as McGrill gets her 3rd dig. Orofino sends it back across. St. Mary's hits that one out of play. And the point goes over to the Maniacs. 9 serving 15. Coach Fisher, Terry, telling her girls to calm down a little bit. Schwartz sends that one across. Picked up by Buell. Lumberjacks play it back over. Going to get another kill for Shelby Martin. 5 kills for Martin. Lumberjacks lead it 16-9. Shelby Martin will go back to serve. Checking in for the Lumberjacks is Mia Asbury. Both teams have one freshman on their squad. That one right off the tip of the net. Orofino able to pick it up. Riley Schwartz with a back row attack. Nice read there by McGrill. That one just barely goes, no, it doesn't go over. St. Mary's, I think, thought it was going to clear the net. It did not. 10 serving 16. Orofino will be on the serve, trying to get the rotation in there correctly. It'll be Olivia Johnson, the freshman, on the serve for for Orofino. 10 serving 16. McGrill receives it. Lily Daniel with the set. Oh, big block by number 13 for the Maniacs. And the Maniacs end up winning that point after the big block by Bearden. It'll be 11 serving 16. Olivia Johnson still on the serve for Orofino. Sends it across. Berkeley McGrill plays it. Set from the middle. Bumping it over is Asbury. Orofino is able to tip it up for their own attack. Got Lily Daniel, McGrill. Now Asbury taps it over. Schwartz receives it. Going to try to attack from the middle and trying to dig it out is Stansel, but she can't get to it as the Orofino Maniacs trying to mount their comeback. It is 12 serving 16. Olivia Johnson with the serve. Stansel picks it up in the middle. Lily Daniel with the set, and it's Stacey Watkins with the big kill. Watkins' second kill of the night. She'll go back to serve. 17 serving 12. Lumberjacks with a 5-point lead. Watkins into the middle. Back row. Orofino pops it up. Trying to get the kill, but they can't, or trying to get the block, they can't do it. As I believe that was Peyton Mary with the kill. A couple Lumberjacks there trying to get the block, but they didn't get their hands quite in the right position. 13 serving 17 now. Orofino is on the serve. Harris serves it. Lily Daniel sets it up for Holmes. Holmes taps it over. Orofino with a dig. Trying to see who that was with the dig. That's number 11. That's Peyton Mary. Lumberjacks trying to answer it back, and the back row attack. Orofino sends it back. Sophia Holmes bumps it across on the third hit. And that's going to be a net violation on Asbury. She goes over the top of the net. Orofino crawling back in. They only trail by 3. It's 14 serving 17. On the serve for Orofino is Delray Harris. She has 1 ace and 1 error on her serves tonight. And nice set and a nice kill by Sophia Holmes as the Lumberjacks quickly try to reclaim that serve. 18 serving 14. St. Mary's with a 4-point lead. Cassidy Scott going back to serve. Sends it across. Picked up on the right line. Orofino for the attack from the far side. Or Asbury there for it. They're going to set it up for Asbury. Nope, it goes all the way across, and the Lumberjacks end up with the point. That was supposed to be a set. It ends up on the Maniac side, and the Maniacs misplayed it. Lumberjacks lead 19-14. Cassidy Scott sends it across. Schwartz with a missed hit. They might be able to keep it in play, though. They do. Good job by the Maniacs. St. Mary's sets it up. Asbury bumps it over. Schwartz, they bump it back across to the Maniacs. St. Mary's set up the attack. It's going to be Asbury again, back into the middle. The libero, Schwartz picks it up. Now another attack from Orofino, and they are able to make it count for him this time as Grace Bearden picks up her third kill. It'll be 15 serving 19 as Grace Bearden goes back to serve for the Maniacs. Bearden sends it over, and nobody there. Lumberjack, a little bit of confusion there. It looked like on who was going to try to get that one. It's an ace for Orofino. It's only the second ace for the Maniacs in this match. Bearden sends it. Cassidy Scott receives. They're going to back set it. Bumping it over is Asbury. Orofino sets up their own attack. Scott able to pop it up. Popping it over for the Lumberjacks was Asbury. Oh, Mitchell, a little bit of a miss hit there, I think, but Lumberjacks able to play it back. Orofino sets up an attack from the near antenna. Lumberjacks keep it in play. Going to get a block by Orofino. That was number 12. And St. Mary's misplays that one, and Orofino cuts it to just 2. 17 serving 19. Grace Bearden sends it across. Berkeley McGrill receives it. Going to back set it to Asbury. Nice job by Asbury. Asbury finished it off. It's 20-17. St. Mary's is on top. Ashlynn Buell will go back to serve. It's set number 2. Lumberjacks lost set number 1, 25-22, currently leading 20-17 in set number 2. Buell with the serve. Schwartz picked up in the middle for Orofino. Trying a far antenna attack, and they get it through the defense as Hudson, the senior, gets her first kill of the game. 18 serving 20 as Orofino will be serving. Going back to serve is Cameron Turcott, a senior. Turcott sends it over. Scott there for it. Bumping it over is Daniel. Orofino receives it. Orofino bumps it back over. Ashlynn Buell bumps it. Going to get a set for Martin. Martin with a big smack, but therefore to Schwartz. Maniacs attack themselves. Cassie Scott keeps it up. A set by Buell. Bumping it across is Martin. Again, the Maniacs try and attack. Oh, and they get that one through the defense as Berkeley couldn't react to it fast enough. It is 19 serving 20. St. Mary's up by 1. They led by as much as 5. Timeout by the Lumberjacks. We'll be back.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimney. Not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
And we are back, and it's been a tight one here through 2 sets. St. Mary's lost the first set, 25-22. They currently lead 20-19 here in the second set, led by as much as 5 at one point. I think it was 20-15. Orofino, though, rallying back on the serve is Turcott. Orofino, St. Mary's received it. And it's just barely in on the far corner by Stacy Mitchell. That is Mitchell's first kill of the game. 21 serving 19. Berkeley McGrill on the serve for the Lumberjacks. Hits the cross, picked up in the middle by number 2, Harris. Schwartz bumps to the far side, and they just bump it across. Willie Daniels tries to set the attack. Oh! Watkins can get up at the right moment to get it over the net. The point goes over to Orofino, 20 serving 21, and Hudson serving for the Maniacs. Hudson sends it over. Scott receives it. Daniels with the set. Nice attack by Martin, but a nice defense by the Maniacs. Lumberjacks keeping play, though, as the Orofino attacks back. Trying to find an open spot is Martin. Orofino there for it. But we're going to get a double hit on the Maniacs. St. Mary's 22, Orofino 20, set number 2. Lily Daniels going back to serve for the Lumberjacks. She missed hit on one of her first. No, she does not have any service errors. Okay. Daniels with the serve. Orofino picks it up, bumps it. Going to get an attack from that far antenna. Berkeley McGrill sets it up. Lumberjacks with a big attack. Orofino answers back. McGrill pops it up. Going to get it across to Martin. Martin with a big smack, and Orofino able to pick it up, but we get a double hit by the Maniacs on the far side. 23 serving 20. Lumberjacks up by 3. Lily Daniels on the serve. Daniel with the serve, picked up by the Maniacs. They send it right back across. A little bit too much on that one. Watkins with the kill attempt, and it gets knocked right back across. Sophia Holmes, though, with the block, and it's in for a point for St. Mary's. And it's Lumberjacks 24, Orofino 20. We get a timeout by the Maniacs. We'll be back.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. And getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. It's one of the many ways Block has it out.
And we're back. St. Mary's 1 point away from winning set number 2 and tying things up here in St. Mary's on senior night. Lumberjacks taking on the Orofino Maniacs in Lumberjack volleyball. Billy Daniel with the serve. Riley Schwartz picks up in the middle for the Maniacs. Off the net, and nobody there for the Maniacs to take it as they both watched it, and St. Mary's takes set number 2, 25-20, and we're all knotted up with one set apiece. We'll be back.
It's time to reimagine your off-road experience because Yamaha has reimagined the side-by-side. Experience extreme adventure with the all-new 2021 Wolverine R-Max 1000 featuring an all-new 999cc parallel twin engine. Power-packed for maximum comfort and versatility, the R-Max 1000 features fully integrated accessories including the Yamaha Adventure Pro navigation system and much more. See for yourself at St. Mary's Don Cycle, then get out there and realize your adventure with Yamaha.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to safety. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is a place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we are back. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjack girls volleyball team takes on the Orofino Maniacs in league play. Last game of the regular season, and it is senior night as well. So the Lumberjack girls seniors here, we got Ashlynn Buell, Sophia Holmes, and Shelby Martin hoping to pull off the win here tonight and even things up in league play with the Maniacs. If the Lumberjacks won tonight, they'd be 3-2. Or 3-1, and Orofino would be 3-1. So there would be, I'm sure, some sort of a coin flip or something to determine the league winner. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Lumberjacks lost set number 1, 25-22. They took set number 2, 25-20. Orofino will start with the first serve. Lumberjacks trying to pound it over at Shelby Martin, and she can't quite get it clear of the net, so it's going to be the first point over to Orofino, and on that serve is Olivia Johnson, the freshman for the Maniacs. Short serve on that one, about the 10-foot line. St. Mary's bumps it across. Orofino setting up the attack. Middle row attack. A couple Lumberjacks fighting to get that one. Berkeley McGrill finally sends it across. Orofino tries the attack again. It just barely comes over. And, yeah, I thought that might have been. It was kind of a late call. I think they said, well, there was a fourth finger held up And I'm trying to see what that one is. It might be an illegal attack, or I'm not quite seeing what unnecessary. No, not that. Not exactly sure what that call is, but it went against Orofino. Shelby Martin serves for the Lumberjacks, 1-1. Lumberjacks try to get the block, can't quite get it. Sophia Holmes attacks from the far antenna. Maniacs tap it right back over. Then we get another attack from Stacey Watkins, and Watkins is able to kill it in the middle of that Orofino defense. 2-1, Lumberjacks lead. Shelby Martin on the serve. Set number 3 will have to play at least 4 sets. That one's sent over by, able to keep it in play, but they send it a little too far. Good job by Orofino on keeping that one in play, as when it was received, it was bumped far all the way out, almost in front of the bench for Orofino, and they were able to keep it back into the middle, but they send it out the end line. Orofino receives that one. They're setting up an attack from the near antenna, and I think Sophia Holmes faked out Lily Daniels. I think Lily thought maybe Holmes was going to take it, and Holmes pulled back, and Daniels had to kind of try to react quick to pump it up, and she couldn't get it up. It'll be Harris on the serve. Ansel receives it. St. Mary's pops it across by Asbury. Orofino kind of battles for that one. They do get it across. A little discombobulation there by them. Trying for the big kill for St. Mary's was Watkins, and it was blocked by Bearden. St. Mary's able to get it back across, though. We got a nice rally going. Berkeley McGrill sends it to the middle of the Orofino defense. And another hit from Orofino, back to far corner. St. Mary's tries for their own. Missed hit a little bit by Mia Asbury, though. Goes out of bounds. And I believe that knocks things up at 3 apiece. Grace Bearden has 3 solo blocks tonight and 3 kills. On the serve is Harris. She sends it to Stansel. Stansel plays it. Lily Daniel bumps it up. We get a back row attack from McGrill. Orofino able to play it. Going to get a block. St. Mary's able to get it over. I think they blow that whistle late, and we do get a double hit from St. Mary's. I think the same player hit that one twice, and Orofino was kind of trying to figure out why it wasn't being blown dead quicker. 4 serving 3. Harris sends it across. Watkins picks it up. Asbury hangs it across. Orofino, though, there to pick it up, and they rally it back. St. Mary's, Ansel to Daniels. Sets it up for Watkins, and Watkins misses out of bounds. 5 serving 3. As Orofino will serve. Lily Daniel bumps it. Mia Asbury can't get it over the net. I don't think it's a block. Actually, no, they call that. They called it over the net, I believe, on the Maniacs. So Watkins will serve for the Lumberjacks. 4 serving 5. Watkins, standing serve. And that one ends up being misplayed out of bounds by Orofino. 5 serving 5 now. Watkins sends that one into the net. Service error on the Lumberjacks. Gives the Maniacs the 1-point lead. 6 serving 5. The junior, Grace Bearden, goes back to serve. She looks like she could be a handful on the basketball court as well this year. She's pretty tall. I think Lumberjacks being called for an illegal rotation. Asbury pleading her case, and the ref not. Now the 2 refs are going to talk. Coach Fisher saying we're not out of rotation. It's the same thing we've been doing. Now we're getting an official timeout here while the ref that's on the floor, I think, is getting a rule book out, and they're going to have a discussion about whatever it is that St. Mary's was doing or not doing, or in any case, they're trying to clarify their rotation or something. We'll just take a quick break because I don't know how long it's going to take for the officials to find what they're looking for.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs. They quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community stable and Lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
And we are back. The first set here tonight was won by Orofino 25-22. Second set was won by St. Mary's 25-20. Right now, in a little bit of a timeout as the officials met, discussing a rotational issue, I think, on St. Mary's, and they had to actually pull the rule book out and get some clarification on something. And it looks like they're finding out that the refs were correct, I guess, and they're going to have to change something up on the way they're rotating or something. Not 100% sure, so I just know it was something to do with the rotation. So it looks like they're still going to keep the point to Orofino. It is 7-5. Bearden serving for the Maniacs. Plays it across, picked up by Asbury. Daniel with a bump. Back row serve back row attack by McGrill. Maniacs play it back themselves. They put too much power on it, and it goes out of play. 6-7 now for the Lumberjacks. Got the cheerleaders throwing candy here to the cheering section, or the student section. Cassidy Scott serving for the Lumberjacks. Had some pretty good serving in that first or that second set. Maniacs send it across on 2 hits. St. Mary's with a kill attempt. Maniacs able to play it back across. Berkeley McGrill receives it. Lily Daniel sets it up. Asbury bumps it across for the Maniacs, or for the Lumberjacks. Orofino plays it back. McGrill to Daniel. High, and safety. Mitchell tries for the power kill and into the net. St. Mary's had a little bit of trouble with that kill attempt at the net when they try for that big slam home. And more often than not tonight, it seems like they're sending it right into the net. It'll be 8-6. Serving for Orofino is Turcotte. She sends it across. Ava Stansel there to receive it. Going to have the set back behind Daniels, and they tried to get the kill, but Orofino ready for it. They send it back into the middle. Berkeley McGrill picks it up, and we're going to get the kill by Asbury. And it'll be 7-8. Excuse me there. Nice, another good game here for the Lumberjacks, though, and the Maniacs. It's going to be Ashlynn Buell serving. Buell sends it across. Maniacs pick it up in the middle. All the way across. They try to get it over to Johnson, the sophomore. This is the other Johnson. I believe they're probably sisters, Hannah Johnson. And she pounds it into the net. It ties things up 8-all. Serve across from Buell. Maniacs set it to the middle, bumping it across, and a double hit there on Orofino. 9-8. Lumberjacks going to see if they can get some separation here. Ashlynn Buell will serve, middle of the service line. Into the cross, picked up in the middle by Harris. Orfino tries for the attack. McGrill and, McGrill tried to dig it out. She pops it up off the ground, and Buell couldn't get it over, and neither could Martin as they tried. 9-9 as Hudson serves for Orfino. Plays number Buell. Get a set from Daniels. Mitchell sends it all the way over. Orfino now on free touches, gets the play back. St. Mary's with the big attack from Martin. Martin trying to plead that it was touched by Orfino, or they're not getting the call. Orfino gets the point, 10-9. Hudson sends it over. Scott receives it. Going to set it up. And McGrill can't get a clean hit from the back row attack. And it's point to the Maniacs, 11-9. Orfino stretches it out to a 2-point lead. Scott to Daniel. Daniel bumps it across. I think she might have been. I'm going to give her the kill on it as she was faking the set and plays it across the net. It'll be 10-11. Berkeley McGrill serving. Then to the back row. Orfino can't dig it out. And Berkeley McGrill gets the ace. 11-all. McGrill on the serve for St. Mary's. Sends it over. Orfino picks it up. Setting up for an attack from the net. McGrill able to pop it in the air. Setting it over for Shelby. Martin sends it cross court. Orfino picks it up. Back row attack from Schwartz. Scott there for it. Lumberjack. Couldn't quite get that one back over. Point to Orfino. 12-11. Riley Schwartz, the libero, will be serving for Orfino. Serves it from that near side, and that's going to be an ace by Schwartz. For second ace of the evening. Serving 11. Sophia Holmes comes back in. Schwartz sends it across. Lumberjacks pick it up. It goes right across, and I'm just calling that a kill as Lumberjack hit it across on one tap, and Grace Bearden there to knock it back, all close to about 6 feet tall, it looks like. McGrill to Martin. Bearden with the block again. St. Mary's gets it across. And we're going to get a steal by Schwartz. Sophia Holmes tried to stretch out for it, couldn't get to it. 14-4. Orfino on a nice little run. 5-point run, I do believe. Schwartz sends it over. Holmes there for it, and Holmes hits that, and it goes out of play. Schwartz with another ace. Orfino stretches it out. 15, serving 11. Riley Schwartz with the serve. Buell there for it. Going to get the set. A block from Bearden and I believe it was Bearden and Johnson with the block, and a timeout taken by St. Mary's. Orfino's up 5. 16-11. We'll be back.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such complications. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack's, your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
And we are back. Orfino has about 6 or 7 unanswered points at the moment as they take a lead, 16-11. Biggest lead, I think, by either team here in this set. All tied up 1 set apiece. Schwartz sends it over. Buell plays it. McGrill bumps it over. Going to get she bumps it over to Martin, and Martin plays it over the net. And I'm assuming that's still considered a kill, even though it wasn't like a power hit. It was just a bump into the middle row and misplayed by Schwartz in the middle by Orfino. 12 serving 16. Lily Daniel on the serve. And it looks like that ball must have got wet or something, or they're just changing the ball out. Lily Daniel serves. Schwartz picks it up in the middle for Orfino. Going to get a block by Holmes. And St. Mary's able to win the point. Orfino bumps that thing way back, and it goes up against the wall. 13 serving 6. Lily Daniel on the serve for the Lumberjacks. Gets it across. It was Hudson that picked it up. Orfino has to play it from the back row. St. Mary's taps it over on an attack by Watkins. Bearden tries to play it over. Lily Daniel sets for the Lumberjacks. Holmes tips it over. Orfino bumps it up, and Orfino can't get it back over the net, so it'll go to St. Mary's, and I believe that is now 14. 14 serving 16. Lily Daniel plays it across. Maniacs bump it over. Watkins with a little set there. They set it right back across, and that's going to go out of play. It's St. Mary's point, and it's 15 serving 16 as the Lumberjacks are rallying back. Lily Daniel on the next serve. In that same spot over to Hudson. Maniacs trying to get it played, and that's an antenna violation. What I mean by an antenna violation is just on the net on each side, there's a red and white antenna that goes up, and if that passes on the outside of the antenna, it is no good. That one's played into that same spot to Hudson. Schwartz with a back row attack. Lumberjacks set it up. Shelby Martin with a big smack over, but the Maniacs able to keep it in play. Lumberjacks trying to return it over. McGrill does get it back. Schwartz picks it up for Orfino. Orfino with a big attack, and it's going to be a kill for Grace Bearden. Kill number 5. No, it is not. I'm going to leave that on there because I can't erase it, but it actually goes to St. Mary's. Must have been a net violation. 17-16. Lumberjacks lead. Lily Daniel on the serve. Into the middle this time to Schwartz. 2 hits. Maniacs play it back across. Going to get a set from the Lumberjacks. A big smack by Watkins. Orfino feeds it right back over. Now another kill attempt, and it's going to be good, as it was Sophia Holmes this time with the kill. I have 7 kills for Holmes tonight. 18-16, Lumberjacks lead. Lily Daniel on the serve, and it's going to be not an 8, but 19-16. Timeout taken by Orfino. The Lumberjacks lead 19-16. We'll be back.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic for custom machine items to repair. Jake's Machine Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repairs, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive, or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
And we are back. Lumberjacks now back on top, and another back-and-forth set here from Lumberjack Gymnasium. This match all tied up at 1 set apiece. 19 serving 16. Lumberjacks on the serve. And another 8 for Lily Daniel as That was well played. Actually, it's her first ace of the evening. Lumberjacks lead 20-16. Set number 2. Orfino took first set 25-22. Lumberjacks won second set 25-20. Daniel plays it across. Orfino on 2 hits, puts it on the Lumberjack side. Lumberjacks with a kill by Shelby Martin. It's good, and Sports couldn't play it. Seven kills now for Shelby Martin, the senior. Having a good night tonight, as is Holmes, and the two of the seniors are having good nights as far as the stats are concerned. Oh, and this time the Lumberjacks couldn't get down and play back in. Shelby Martin tried to chase it down, but she almost took out the official that's up on the stand on this near side. 17 serving 21. Ashlynn Buell hasn't recorded a whole lot of stats tonight, but Martin has 7 kills, as does Holmes. Holmes also has 3 blocks. Oh, a misplay there by St. Mary's is going to result in an ace for the Maniacs. As on the serve was number 5, that's Livia Johnson, the freshman, and that is actually her first ace of the evening. 5 aces for the Maniacs. Berkeley receives the next serve. Oh, and another miscue there as Shelby Martin tried to tap it over. And the Maniacs now within 2 as they've scored 2. It is 19 serving 21 as Livia Johnson sends it across. Buell there for it. And Buell sends it right across, and that is going to go to Orfino. I thought they came over the net, but maybe they felt that the ball wasn't going to clear the net. Now we get timeout taken St. Mary's. Orfino trails 20-21. They are on the serve. We'll be back.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawa, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that, too, with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we're back at another tight one here. 20 serving 21. Orfino on the serve. It is number 5, Johnson, the freshman, Livia Johnson. Lumberjacks set it. Holmes with the attack. Orfino plays it back. Lumberjacks try to get the block. Can't get it completed. And it's set the attack up for Watkins. Watkins gets it blocked back by Bearden. St. Mary's able to keep it in play. Orfino with the attack. Going to get a block by St. Mary's almost. Can't quite get it played over. Attack by Martin. And Shelby Martin earns the point for the Lumberjacks. (22-20). Lumberjacks lead. Serving is Shelby Martin. Shelby sends it across. Orfino picks it up. They try to get a little attack at the net, and they are going to get it killed across. I kind of think that was Cook with the kill, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go ahead and give it to her. Her first kill tonight. 21 serving 22. Harris, the senior, on the serve for Orfino. Lily Daniel, back set. A block again by Bearden. And Bearden is a beast in the net. That ties it back up, 22-all. The serve coming from Harris. Or St. Mary's picks it up. Lily Daniel with a little bump. Going to be a back row attack from McGrill. Orfino sets up the attack. St. Mary's trying to get the block. Can't get it. Going to get a tip over by Asbury. Orfino plays it. Attack from the far side. Oh, it's right on the line. It's in. Asbury couldn't get to it in time, and it was questionable whether it was going to be in play or out of play. Orfino with the lead, 23-22. Harris on the serve. Cancel just kind of jabbed out at that, and Orfino couldn't play it correctly, and it's going to be in for the Lumberjacks, and I think I'm going to call that a kill. I'm not 100% sure that counts as a kill, but like I said before, I'm still learning the game. The serve by Watkins, and Orfino plays it back over, and I believe that was Bearden with the kill. 24-23. Bearden on the serve for Orfino. McGrill takes it, going to get it played over to Sophia Holmes, and Holmes aiming for that back corner on the left side, sends it out of play, and Orfino wins set number 3, 25-23.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull Infused or Lotus Energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's. And we are back, as this has been one heck of a match here tonight. No game going by, well, the biggest one was 5 points. Now St. Mary's win in set number 2, 25-20. 25-23 in favor of Orfino this last set, and then 25-22 for Orfino in the first set. Orfino wins this one. They'll close out the night. If St. Mary's wins it, they'll send it to set number 5. That if Orfino wins this, I believe that'll make them obviously the league champion, and I believe it'll also make them the tournament host for district tournaments, but I am not 100% sure. Got the student section down right below me, cheering on the Lumberjack girls. St. Mary's will start with the first serve. Shelby Martin serving for St. Mary's. Bumps it across. Schwartz picks it up in the middle. Orfino sets it, bumps it across. Berkeley McGrill there for it. Going to get the set to another block by Bearden. Lumberjacks able to rally it back across, thankfully. Then the Maniacs try and attack. Orfino again with an attack of their own. St. Mary's bumps it across. This one's wild as Schwartz bounces that one up in the air. Now St. Mary's, Berkeley McGrill over to, they're going to get another block by Bearden, but St. Mary's keeps it back up in play, and then there's the attack by the Maniacs from the near antenna, and it is Johnson, Olivia Johnson, a freshman, with her first kill. She finds the far corner, or the near side corner on the left side of the floor in the back, and gets the first point after a heck of a nice rally between the two teams. That'll put her back to serve. Olivia Johnson serving for the Maniacs. And a little miscommunication there, I think, as Olivia Johnson records her second ace of the contest. And it is 2 serving 0 in favor of Orofino. Olivia sends it across. Stansel there for it. Going to get a bump up by Daniels. Asbury was able to send it across. Orofino had to make some creative moves to get it over. And we're going to get a double hit by the Lumberjacks. And that gives Orofino a 3-0 lead here in set number 4. Olivia Johnson sends it over. Lily Daniels set. And that was an antenna violation there as Asbury bounced it off the antenna. 4 serving 0. Orofino sends it across. Lily Daniel with the set, bumping it over for the Lumberjacks is Holmes. Maniacs bumping across themselves. Going to get a set. Too much mustard there by Mia Asbury, and the Lumberjacks starting out in a 5-0 hole here to the Maniacs in set number 4. Olivia Johnson sends it over. Berkeley McGrill there for it. Going to get the set. Holmes tries for the kill, and Holmes is going to get the kill. St. Mary's trails 1-5 here in set number 4. Stacy Watkins will serve. Watkins sends it across. Picked up in the middle. And Orofino, a miscue on that one. Watkins with the ace. 2 serving 5. Watkins sends it over. Maniacs back row attack from Schwartz. Daniels back set to Holmes. Holmes gets it in play. Orofino not going to be able to get it in play. I thought that was 4 hits, but it was not, I guess. Lily Daniels sets it. Off to the back row by Asbury. Orofino sets it up, and they're going to pound that one out of play. 3 serving 5 now. And there's a error there by Watkins as she sends that one out the back line. Serving is Harris. St. Mary's receives it. Holmes tries to not get cute with it necessarily, but she tries to catch the Maniacs off guard with that one, and she's going to just put it into the net. And the point goes to Orofino. Harris with the serve, 7-3. Orofino on top. Lily Daniels with the serve, going to get a big block by Bearden and Cook. And a point scored by Orofino. I was trying to get that marked down. I didn't see exactly what happened, but it favored Orofino, 8 serving 3. Lumberjacks dig that one out. St. Mary's plays it back across. And Orofino gets it back into play on the St. Mary's side, and McGrill can't dig that one out. This one's definitely not going the way the Lumberjacks wanted at the moment. 9 serving 3 in favor of Orofino. Harris on the serve. Ava Stansel picks that one up. Bumping it across instead of setting it was Daniels. And Asbury not expecting that one to come to her side at that speed. The point goes to Orofino. Asbury going to come out. Ashlynn Buell checks in. St. Mary's in a 7-point deficit, 10-3. Harris to send it over. McGrill. And I think we've got a antenna violation there. Lumberjacks receive the next serve. 11 serving 3. And St. Mary's can't get that one across. And this is definitely not the set that St. Mary's was wanting, but they need to rebound. Lumberjacks with a set. Trying to get the kill. St. Mary's bumps it up. Oh, a nice block again by Cook and Bearden. Orfino with the attack. Lily Daniel there for it. Bumped it over his Holmes. Nope, Holmes didn't get it over, but Mitchell did. And we're going to get I think it might have been a block by Hudson. Orfino coming to life here in this fourth set. 13-3, they're up by 10 over St. Mary's. Playing it across. And this time we get a net violation by the Maniac. St. Mary's trails 13-4. Thought it was 13-4. Yeah, there it is. Maniac sends it across. And we're going to get a kill by Lily Daniel. St. Mary's tries to work their way back into this. Her second kill of the night. Cassidy Scott on the serve. They need to keep this rally going, though. It's 5 serving 13. Scott sends it across. Orfino attack from the far side. Big block by the Lumberjacks. Mitchell and Daniel combining for the block. Scott on the serve. Orfino with the big kill. No, they say out of bounds. I thought it was inbounds, but I am not the line judge, and I'm still just learning volleyball, so I thought that hit the line. Serve from Scott. 7 serving 13. Orfino tips it over. Stansel there for it. Cross-court set. Blocked by, again, it's Cook. No. They call it a net violation, so St. Mary's getting themselves right back into it. They still trail by 5, 8-13. Cassidy Scott on the serve. Sends it over. Orfino picks it up. Setting it for the attack. And that's going to be a nice kill by number 1, Hudson. Her second kill of the evening. St. Mary's needs to get this ball back quickly and get some more points on the board. 14 serving 8. Grace Bearden to serve. Scott picks that up. McGrill. Stansel bumps it over. A couple of Maniacs trying to get that one. Orfino taps it across. McGrill pops it up. Oh, and Buell trying to knock that over with the open palm is going to send it into the net. Orfino 15, St. Mary's 8. Set number 4. St. Mary's needs to win this one to keep going. Bearden with the serve. A dig by McGrill. Nope. I don't think it's a dig if it doesn't result in the ball being played back over the net, but it was a nice attempt by McGrill. I'll have to find out if it's a dig regardless if it gets popped back over the net or not. If it stays in play, it might still be a dig. 16 serving 8. Doubled up is Orfino. Scott receives that one. They're going to get the kill to Asbury. I think that assist came from Daniels. I don't remember. If I was keeping track of assists, it would be important to know, but I'm not keeping track of that particular stat. Lumberjacks battling. Ashlynn Buell checks back in for the Lumberjacks. 9 serving 16. Buell sends it across. Schwartz picks it up in the middle. Orfino with the attack. A big block by Martin. Shelby Martin with the block. Buell on the serve. Orfino tries the back row attack. Berkeley McGrill picks it up. Ooh, nice block. Mitchell tried the attack, and there for the block was Stanley. Her first it's her second block of the night. 17-10 in favor of the Maniacs. Serving for Orofino is the senior, Turcotte. Cameron Turcotte. Short serve on that one. Lumberjacks pick it up close to the net. Tapping it over is Martin. Maniacs get it a little bit out of sorts. They are able to recover. McGrill to Daniel. Daniel over to Shelby Martin. Martin with the big shot. Nine kills for Shelby Martin. St. Mary's down by 6. It'll be McGrill on the serve. Maniacs picked it up in the back row. Attack from the far antenna. And not quite ready for it. To come back to her was Ashlynn Buell. And the Maniacs get the kill. I'm not sure who had that kill. 18-11. Buell receives the serve. And we get a block by number 12. Stanley. Watkins, though, hits it right back over, and it falls down it gets hit under the net and falls to the floor. Like to see the score get cut by more, though, as it's 18-12 right now. St. Mary's is serving 12 to 18. Get that corrected. And that looks like a antenna violation. It is. St. Mary's 5 points down right now. 13 serving 18. Lily Daniel puts it over the net. Maniacs set it. Lumberjacks try to get the block. And I think they're going to call a double hit. No, a illegal hit. St. Mary's can't get a run going. This is the biggest thing they have. I think they had about a 3-point run at one point. Right now they're down by 6. 19 serving 13. Schwartz on the serve. Buell receives it. Going to have it set up by Daniels. It was a one touch back across by Orofino, and I'm going to call that a block for Watkins. As Orofino's one touch across got knocked right back at him. St. Mary's trails 14 serving 19. Martin with the serve. Orofino able to play it across after a missed hit on the first touch. St. Mary's with the kill attempt. Can't get it to stay in, to get knocked down. Orofino playing some good defense, and it got killed there by Watkins again. St. Mary's cuts it to 4. Shelby Martin on the serve. 15 serving 19. Orofino sets up for an attack from the middle. Martin there for it. Cross court set. Pounding it across is Asbury. Orofino picks it up. From the far antenna, it was going to be Harris trying to blast it across, but she sends it into the net. 16 serving 19. This is the rally the Lumberjacks needed. Just as I say that, I ruined the momentum for them. A little bit of a broadcaster kinks as Martin with the service there puts it into the net. It is now 20 serving 16. As the freshman returns to serve for Orofino, Olivia Johnson. That one picked up by McGrill. The block by Bearden. And the point goes to Orofino. Or does it? Yeah, 21-16. St. Mary's, everybody up on the net. Something happened down there. Olivia with the serve. Going to set it up for the attack. Oh, that's wrong side of the net by Asbury. 22-16. St. Mary's saddling here, but they're having a little bit of trouble in the set. 22-16. They trail right now. Timeout taken by Coach Fisher. We'll be back.
Fall is just around the corner, and it's time to think about getting ready for winter. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's is just what you need for all your winter prep. Paint your house, patch the roof, or fill the storage for all your firewood. Maybe you just need to fix that leaky faucet. 10th Street Lumber has the supplies you need for all your do-it-yourself projects. Stop by 10th Street Lumber today and save on all your home improvement needs. 10th Street Lumber, 1000 Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how the And we are back. St. Mary's Orofino is 3 points away from ending this match. St. Mary's looking for the dig deep. Serve comes from Olivia Johnson. And a big bigger block by Bearden. Bearden has been a monster up on the net for the Maniacs. 23-16. 7 blocks, solo blocks for Bearden. A couple of assists as well. Serve from Johnson. McGrill picks it up. Lumberjacks looking to try to get the ball back on their side for the serve. Orofino with the attack. St. Mary's tries to get the block. Watkins, they do get it back across. The attack, again, the block, and it's off. It's 24-16. It's going to be game point, and pretty good deficit. Timeout taken by Coach Fisher real quick here. And this is going to be a tough one to rally from behind at this point. That would mean the Lumberjacks would have to score, well, 9 straight to win. If they scored 8 straight, it would make it go past that 25-point rule, I do believe, because I think you have to win by 2. So we'll see what happens here. Anything is possible, of course. It'll be 24-13-16. The freshman, Olivia Johnson, on the serve for Orofino. It's game point. Let's see if St. Mary's can win the serve back. Olivia Johnson sends it over. McGrill receives it. Going to get the attack from the Lumberjacks. Orofino bounces it back over. Holmes with the set. Orofino going to attack. Nope, they're just going to bump it over. Berkeley McGrill there for it. Going to try for an attack right from in front of the net. Orofino sets it back up, bumps it, back row attack. McGrill there for it. Again, Lumberjacks get it over, back into play. Orofino right straight across. Oh, that's just barely in. And the game goes to Orofino. 25-16, and that was just a perfectly placed bump that could have gone out of bounds, but it just stays in. And Orofino takes it in 4 sets. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back and recap some of the individual stats.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies, Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
And we are back. I did not realize that last commercial had ran out, but we are done getting these stats tallied up. And, man, what a match. I do have to say, Lumberjack girls played tough. They played very hard, and it was just some great volleyball action here tonight. All the sets being very close except for the last one, really. St. Mary's dug themselves into a deep hole in that first one, and couldn't quite rebound from it. First set went to Orofino 25-22. Second set went to the Lumberjacks 25-20. And third set, in a heck of a battle, Orofino ended up taking it 25-23. And then the final, the fourth set went to Orofino 25-16. Maniacs, Grace Bearden had 6 kills, 2 for Peyton Mary, 2 for Casey Hudson, and then 1 apiece for Schwartz, Cook, Johnson, and Johnson. Livia Johnson and Hannah Johnson. Service aces, 3 for Riley Schwartz, 2 for Livia Johnson, 1 for Grace Bearden. Digs, I had 1 for Schwartz, 1 for Mary. These stats, of course, are unofficial. Blocks, Grace Bearden, just a monster when she's up on the net. She had 11 blocks for the Maniacs, and that is unofficial. I had 2 blocks for Stanley, 1 block for Hannah Johnson, 1 block for Hudson, and block assists, 2 for Cook, 1 for Hannah Johnson, 2 for Grace Bearden. Down to the Lumberjacks, kills abound for Lumberjacks. I mean, holy smokes. We had 9 kills for Shelby Martin, 8 kills for Mia Asbury, 8 kills for Sophia Holmes, 5 kills for Casey Watkins, 2 kills for Lily Daniel, 1 kill for Ava Stansel, 1 kill for Cassidy Scott, 1 kill for Stacy Mitchell, and 1 kill for Berkeley McGrill. Aces for the Lumberjacks, 2 for Cassidy Scott, 1 for Lily Daniel, 1 for Watkins, and 1 for Mitchell. Diggs, 1 for Stansel, 1 for Daniel, 1 for Mitchell, 4 for McGrill. Blocks, we had 3 for Holmes, 1 for Martin, and 1 for Watkins, and then 2 assists on blocks for Daniels and 2 assists by Stacy Mitchell. Once again, it was a heck of a battle here tonight. Some very fun volleyball action. Wish the Lumberjack girls could have came up on the winning side of this. Instead, I do believe, well, that makes the Maniacs are the league champions, and that should affect where the district tournament is held. The JV girls won tonight, 25-5 in set 1. They lost set 2, 25-22, but they won the third set, 15-8. The JV girls finished with a 7-2 record on the season. Varsity girls finished with a 3-6 overall record and a 2-2 conference record here on senior night. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. I felt like this one was one of my smoother volleyball broadcasts so far, so that's always nice to feel like I made some improvements on the call. But in any case, have a great night. Our next broadcast action should be Lumberjack football this coming up Saturday. Varsity at noon, JV at 2. Won't be broadcasting JV, but that's when they play. It'll be played at Orofino this next Saturday. And that's going to do it for me from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Have a great evening.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!